We're live first thing in the morning. I wish it would have been live. I couldn't get it on fast enough.
I heard that.
Let's get it on. That's right. Golly.
There he is. Sorry, I was trying to watch. We were talking about the gas.
Hold on, we're going live. Just 2 seconds. Hold on. Dun, 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 dun. And we're live. Good morning, everybody. We're live on video as well. We actually went live on video a lot sooner. So me and Mike are having this argument. Again, that's not for adults. Mike and I are having this argument. He's trying to say that there's adult cartoons. I said, no, there's no such thing as adult cartoons. There's cartoons that kids shouldn't watch, and then there's cartoons for immature people. But there's no such thing as an adult cartoon. Like, he's showing me a cartoon, and it's nothing but a bunch of cartoon characters humping. And why? I guess because your humor level, you find that funny.
I do.
So all the pervs on the planet watch that cartoon.
And I just wanted to go ahead and do this. Good morning, everyone. It's Military Mike in the morning. How are y'all?
From Pervland.
No, it's
9021. Oh, Nelly.
Wow, that was fast.
That was early, just for fun.
Hey, there is two adult cartoons. Not
Thank you.
That, but adult cartoon porn.
Man, that phone.
Oh my God!
That phone broke up. God, can you believe that?
That was. I can't believe you did that. I just can't believe you did that. Two things today.
Oh, that was awesome.
Two things today have really confused me.
What, the two bears on the cartoon?
Good. I hope they keep calling back over and over.
That's me calling her back, dumbass.
Dumas.
I hope they don't. That'd be funnier than that.
She's not going to answer.
I don't blame her.
Oh, yeah. Like, I'm going to call back for this.
Yeah. Right. I think there are plenty of adult cartoons.
No, those are cartoons for people that refuse to grow up.
I don't want to grow up.
Okay, there is a Felix the Cat cartoon porn.
Yep.
Again, we get into the fact of immature people watching it. If you're going to watch the big old P word movie, why would you watch the cartoon of it?
The big old P word movie?
Well, I was trying not to say porn.
Oh.
So
like you don't watch porn.
Well, my problem is if you're going to watch a flick, why do you want to see a cartoon?
Well, no, that's not why you're watching it.
There's the whole Japanese market.
Yeah, man. Anime.
I can't help them little weenie guys act like that. We already think they're slant-eyed weirdos anyways.
I tell you what, I beat 5 of them up in a restaurant.
They make good food. And Mike's over here talking about, we were watching the news about some Mother's Day brawl in a restaurant. Now Mike's like, I beat 5 of them up.
Five Japanese dudes fighting. You think somebody would break out some nunchucks or a butterfly?
You at a Japanese restaurant fighting would be like me going nuts over at the Weeble Wobble plantation.
You ever see Kung Fu Panda whooping up on folks? That's me, baby. That's me right there. Well, that's how I roll.
What I thought.
Well, we see how you roll.
That's right.
Straight down a hill.
The dumpling.
That's right, man.
What I thought was funny is they were talking about the chef kept cooking while all this was going on.
Jeff Mathias just said the original heavy metal movie. Yeah, I was like,
see,
11.
What about The Wall? Pink Floyd.
That's not really I mean, it's bits and pieces or cartoons.
What about Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Freaking Mrs. Rabbit is hot. I've spanked it.
Any guy that is turned on by a cartoon obviously has the problem which we're speaking of.
So what about Cool World? The movie Cool World?
I have never
saw that.
Had Kim Basinger and Brad Pitt in
I forgot all about that.
Is that the one with the Jamaican ski?
Now I'm going to hear Stephanie talk about Vaseline and Space Jams. I don't.
Squishy.
No, man. Brickleberry is funny. Archer is freaking off the hook funny.
I guess you got to be that person. Well, no different than people who laugh about this show and then the other people that don't want to do nothing but complain about the show, but yet they still listen every day.
Well, same reason why rednecks watch NASCAR, man. They don't watch to see the racing. They watch to see the wrecking.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Why, if all you want to do, I can't
believe I said that.
No, this is such a great redneck question. If all you want to do is see wrecks, why should NASCAR spend so much money to try to make these cool, fast cars when they could just make the crash up derby cars and be done with it?
What happened?
Demolition derby.
Yeah, what happened to the demolition derby?
Every once in a while, they'll have a demolition derby up at Dixie Speedway.
I want to go to one.
Oh, I do too. I didn't know they still had them.
Yeah,
they
we'll
can
have to
make
take
a
the bus.
car.
Stephanie, y'all already have a Nova that you could take up there.
Hell, I'll take my POS. Oh,
You gotta have,
somebody gonna have to give me a ride home though.
What do you mean? Wait. Do you mean your Nova's not crappy enough to be in the crash up derby? Because I've seen it and it is.
It's gonna get fixed.
A crash up derby. It's a demolition
And
derby.
it's got a good motor in it. You have to have a piece of crap motor in it because
You don't have to have a piece of crap anything. It's all going to be destroyed. And I think that car's ready.
And it's not a requirement. It's not like, oh, you got too good of an engine.
What year is the Chevy Nova?
72.
Is it a
You
two-door?
don't do that to it.
Yeah,
You don't do that to a
two-door.
Nova.
Oh, no, not to a
Listen
two-door.
here, woman.
Right,
You've not seen
four-door.
this Nova.
No,
It
to a
has
two-door, you don't.
issues.
Yeah, no.
It's gonna get fixed.
That thing's like a library. It's got back issues.
I can't help that you can't touch it without getting. You need a
Tetanus?
tetanus shot.
Yeah.
A lot of rust.
Oh yeah.
Oh, man.
There's places on it that used to be like metal and now it's like cellophane.
Oh. A two-door
put your
Nova's
finger through
worth
it.
money, though.
Look, hey,
Yeah.
people pay good money to take the doors and top off a Jeep. Hell, you can just do this to the Nova. It's gonna you hit 65, the doors and top might fall off anyways.
I tell you what,
That's the only
man.
way you're going to get air conditioning in a Nova.
Yeah, the only way it's gonna be
No,
65 is
no.
downhill.
No, it gets air conditioning through the holes in the floorboard.
Oh, my God. Yeah, that's
While
not
you're trying to Barney Rubble it.
That's not a good idea.
Oh.
Two-door Novas are bad.
This
as
went
hell.
really sad.
It did. It did. But you're serious. There's demolition derbies?
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now.
Oh, man. I used to love demolition derbies.
I know.
Rome, the city of Rome in North Georgia has them.
Really?
Usually on Saturday nights.
Yeah, it's just so freaking far to get there.
Well, you know, my brother is buying a race car. So,
Not one of the demolition derby cars.
well, no, but don't they have them in conjunction with that kind of,
Ah.
isn't there usually around a track or something? Wouldn't that be
Yeah.
cool if his race car had a great big
the
Just
crash
for Fun
up's usually
logo on
in
it?
the middle of the
Yeah, that's
like
what I'm saying.
the dirt track.
Yeah. So that'd be cool, man. His race car have a big old Just for Fun
Yeah, that would be cool.
in the on the hood or something.
Yeah, man.
That's cool, man. We're there. We're cool. Yeah, he's got like
We're
100.
far from cool. We might be there.
He's got $180,000 Porsche he's selling to buy a freaking race car.
Where's Southwest Georgia?
It's Southwest.
Oh my God.
It's Steph. You asked.
Oh well,
such
that it says
an
Albany.
intelligent question. Where is Southwest Georgia?
How far is Albany from here?
Southwest Georgia. It's south.
Southwest.
It's more south central.
My brain
Because
hurts.
this is the Southwest Georgia Regional Fair. November 1st through the 6th, and they're gonna have a demolition derby.
I'm turning the
Sometimes-
sound effects back on. We need them.
You know, sometimes late at night.
You're an idiot.
Where is Southwest?
I'm
I
not.
don't know, Mike. What's the number for 911?
I don't have much to laugh about.
119.
Sometimes I roll back to YouTube and listen to Redneck Steph read something. It doesn't matter what it is that she reads. Anything will work.
She at least makes an effort.
She does. I
More
like when
so
she
than
found
you.
stuff out. When she sounds it out. It's important when she goes
Well, they call that
south,
phonics.
west, south, west.
They call that what?
They call that phonics.
Yes.
Phonics.
I just love. Where is Southwest? I mean,
Jesus Christ. It's on 278.
in Covington.
Oh my God.
You know, it's south of Covington. Or is that west of Covington?
Covington's the
Or
east.
southwest of Covington?
Can we go to a commercial?
Jesus Christ, do we not put a map on the wall?
We're 8
How
minutes
close
into it.
How close to Savannah is that?
Right next to it.
Glad to see you're on your happy pills this morning.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
No, we could go to the demolition derby and then go hit Savannah.
Yeah, because they're in the same area,
Yeah.
Southwest. Jesus Christ, what is wrong with
I
this?
just thought of
world?
something. Did you know that Louisiana is southwest of here?
Yeah, we
Wouldn't
do.
that be southeast?
Oh, Lord.
Do you know what your west and your
Nope.
golly, Stephanie?
If we got
Which
we need
way does
to-
the sun come up?
From over there.
She points to the ceiling, dumbass. That's not what I meant.
She got you. She got you.
Which way does the sun come up? Sorry, let me dumb this down.
She got you.
In which direction does the sun come up?
She got you.
That way? It comes up from the ground?
Wow. From the ground, she says. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So tonight,
Travis did not date you for your IQ. He did. I thought I requested for some IQ to be shoved in that little plasma relocator thingy.
Easy, big fella.
Well, you said IQ.
They said QI.
Yeah.
Queer eye for the straight
Yeah,
guy. I mean,
and then-
they didn't know what they said.
Yeah, they got a mistake, a little dyslexia, a little Southwest in there, and bam, redneck stuff.
Golly.
Saturday, June 11th, they're gonna.
What the hell does that have to do with that?
They're gonna have a derby at.
Why didn't you just say, "Hey, there's another derby happening"?
At
Well, I'm
Dixie-
looking at you like, "What are you talking about now?" Squirrel! It just ran right through the living room here.
That's at
It's a
Woodstock
joke, Mike.
in Woodstock at Dixie Speedway.
Okay, and there you have it.
Does anybody feel smarter by listening to this show?
Absolutely
No.
purple.
Do you feel the dumber?
I feel the dumber.
Yeah. I think I got a little dumber going too.
Oh my God, Mike's got chubby.
I do, but that's because I'm looking at this girl.
I hate you all so much.
I know it's really hard to say how much I hate y'all.
You are one pathetic loser.
And then there's another one on September 3rd,
Where?
Dixie Speedway.
Okay.
All of these are Dixie Speedway, or two of those are. I found two at Dixie Speedway.
It's gonna be a long show.
I got a feeling it's gonna be a long show this morning.
Did you get your monster?
Yes.
Yes, and we're gonna have a game in a minute because he doesn't even know what he brought me.
I do too.
It's not anything remotely close to what I asked for.
I will freaking post what you put on the damn thing.
You are an idiot. I said brown can, and I named off all 3 flavors that it could be.
But they didn't have those.
So you just randomly pick a nasty one?
Yes.
Yeah, that's not brown.
Instead of him even picking one,
Okay.
Instead of him even picking one that sounds like it may be good.
What color is that?
That's black and pink.
It's black with some tribal stuff on it, and it's called Ultra Black.
Okay.
So he brought me a big black.
I did, and that's why I told him I was going to bring it. But here's the thing.
It doesn't have
Here.
any
Well, you have
sugar.
to be careful when you tell Mike you want a big black one first thing in the
I
morning.
know.
That's right. Now here, let me explain.
He brought
something.
me a monster that's totally nothing to like about anything.
Let me explain something real quick.
Yeah, please explain it.
Okay. Are
I
black
know
people
it's
black?
morning Show.
What? Wait. What?
Are black people black?
Shut up, Mike. We are not going down this road.
Okay, then.
No.
Okay, I know. See?
Well,
So.
I don't know. Everything like there's different variations of all colors.
Please don't get him. Don't feed into this weird psychotic crap.
I say, why? Who came up with that?
What?
Who decided that we're going to call black people black?
Oh my God, Mike, shut up.
Man, I'm just saying. You got to admit, that's pretty weird.
Okay, now we went
Yeah.
down the hole.
So, hey, I think we're going to shoot to a commercial.
Back to Novas.
back to the derby.
Yeah, back to piece of crap Novas.
Oh my God, I would love to see a demolition derby, but
Well,
somebody's going to have to drive.
June 11th and September 3rd, there's going to be one at Woodstock, in Woodstock at Dixie Speedway. So
Woodstock. Oh, there's this girl named Megan that lives up there.
and tickets are. It said tickets.
Tickets.
$10.
Of course.
Man. For what?
$10 make you holla.
You know what? Anything that you
That
just get to
worries me
sit
that
there
you would
and
say that,
watch
Stephanie.
in the open and they charge you for it just pisses me off. That just makes me so
Well, you can
freaking
sit.
mad.
You can sit pit side for $20.
Oh my God.
Stephanie always sits spit side.
Ooh.
Spit side, really?
Wah, wah, wah.
All right.
Well, tailgate.
All right, Doc, we're going to go to a commercial.
All
Grand-
right, we'll see you.
Thanks for calling in.
Bye.
See you, variable speed.
Bye.
Bye. All right, look. Huh?
Call her Doc.
You called her Doc?
She was my Doc.
What the hell name am I supposed to call her, jackass?
Variable speed.
I am not calling somebody that.
Why not? You'll call black people.
Am I going to call her
Black.
variable or am I going to call her speed? Because I ain't calling her both.
No. VS is cool.
No.
Yes.
And Mike,
What?
I have from a listener. Tell him if he
I
wants to
don't
see
care.
a demolition derby, go drive around 285.
Really, if he just wants to see a wrecked car, all he has to do is pay attention to what he gets in every day. We'll be right back, everybody.
Oh,
I told you, somebody to drive. I'll take it.
yeah. The one.
Why does it do that? This thing.
Why does the sun come up over there?
It comes up right there from the ground. There's a hole that the sun comes out of.
It peeps out.
You know, if the sun doesn't come out, then
Oh,
we're gonna have...
it's a cherry flavor.
Check this out. A buddy of mine designed that.
It's a compact car demo derby.
That'd make a badass tattoo, man. Be all sexy. You know what I found out yesterday?
I don't know that tattoos is going to help. She's joking. Everybody watching Stephanie had to get up and leave to go spit in the bathroom. I'll be big sexy. I don't think that's going to help. And Stephanie lost it. Oh, that is hilarious. How's that taste in your nose?
Yeah, burns a little, doesn't it?
Burns, doesn't it? Kind of like a gonorrhea.
Oh my god! I'm telling you, that was
awesome, Stephanie. I didn't even think she was listening. She just died.
That was freaking. There, that was a good one.
Damn it, man.
You still coughing?
That was awesome. I never thought she was even paying attention.
Assholes.
Yeah. Arsehole.
Give me Lacey Von Erich. Give me Mick Foley.
Everybody on video, this is me playing a thing about the most stupid thing that happened on Family Feud. So let's see what happens.
Hi, darling.
Hi, Foley.
Here we go. Top 5 answers on the board, everybody. Name something you might see a squirrel at the park doing with it. Lacey.
Eating nuts.
Eating nuts.
Show me nuts.
Okay, here's the whole question. Name something you might see a squirrel at the park doing with his nuts.
Go ahead, Foley. It's a family show.
Let me see storing them.
Storing.
Yeah.
Wow, pass or play?
I think we got to pass.
They're going to pass it, ladies. Wow.
That girl don't know what to
It's
say.
a tough one, ladies.
Gosh, that is tough.
Yeah, it is. It is. And, it's going to be tougher for me to
Sweating.
say this.
The only
5
two
times.
things that they can do is eat them and
Something you
bury
might see
them.
a squirrel at the park doing with his nuts.
Play.
Sorry, guys. Oh my God.
Come on, Steve. Have faith in me. Have faith in me.
I see him doing that all the time.
Yes. Play with his nuts. I do too.
Playing with them. Christy,
Okay. Finding them.
Oh, that's good.
finding them.
Oh my God, let's see.
2 strikes. If it's not their velvet, the wrestlers are going to get a chance to steal.
Taking them to its tree.
I don't know.
Taking them to the tree.
Hey, keep jumping.
2 strikes.
Defending his nuts.
Oh my God, defended his nuts. We got to go back live. This
Defending
is,
them.
let's see what the guys come up with.
Here we go. Name something you might see a squirrel at the park doing with his nuts.
Cracking them open.
Cracking them open.
Heck yeah.
That was
Let's see
silly.
number 5.
We got to go back live. There we go. Oh my gosh, we're back, y'all. We were just watching this silly, like, it was some wrestlers from like WWE, and it was some of the most embarrassing things said on Family Feud.
Yeah.
So it was kind of funny.
I don't really think he's that funny.
Who?
The host.
Steve Harvey?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I guess that painted on hair.
He's bald.
Oh, see?
You're an idiot.
I guess I'm just misunderstood.
You know what it is you're jealous.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Because you believe that you are the funniest thing on the planet.
I am.
I think he's pretty funny on there.
Mike?
No, Steve Harvey.
Oh, yeah.
I like watching it again.
Let's not confuse her.
The
No,
sun
not-
comes up from a hole in the ground.
Hey, give
Not
us your
since
favorite
you,
Bible quote.
All right, thank you. Like, thank you.
Thou shalt not kill. I know it's a 10 commandment.
Yeah. Righty then.
Steph,
What?
was it from anything to do with the Bible?
The 10 commandments were in the Bible.
I'm in pain.
What?
I'm not debating that it was in the Bible.
Oh.
I said, give me your favorite Bible quote. You said that. You said, but that's from the 10 Commandments, like you were defending it. And I said, but that's from the Bible. And then you wanted to argue with me about it being from the Bible. I know that. That's what I was trying to explain.
And
to
then
you.
God created earth.
And it was good.
Is that really a quote? I mean, really?
No.
And he said, let there be light.
He did say that.
Then even in the
And
light bulb.
Then there was light. And it
And
was
Eve
good.
gave Adam the apple.
Nope, no apple.
Or the fruit. The fruit,
does it say
excuse me.
apple. People just came up with that
Yeah.
crap. What are you looking at me for?
See the guilty look.
Man,
Anybody got anything this morning?
You guys are talking Bible stuff, and I'm like, just listening because wow.
Why?
Well, because the sun comes up from a hole in the ground.
Well,
it's the
you know,
sun hole.
Steph's relatives believe the world was flat for many decades.
Many decades
Until they got the boat.
Yeah, once they got the boat. Whoo!
Once
the
they
boot
got
or
on
the boat? Yeah, right, the banana
Well,
boat.
the car only got the boot when they left the part there too long.
So in news today, 5 Japanese guys. I'm covering this story, dude.
Don't they have too long?
I don't care what anybody
What did
says.
I want to hear from the beginning? What started the fight? I kept watching the news and they kept leading up to it. Up next, a brawl on Mother's Day. This happened all morning, and finally they did talk to a woman going that this was uncalled for. This was supposed to be a patriotic day or something where we were
Mother's
paying
Day, yeah, Mother's
tribute
Day.
to the mothers, blah blah blah. But nobody ever said what started it.
Because one of the guys smiled at
One of who guys?
Okay,
One of the-
Because I saw the waiters in red having to stop the fight, but it looked like they were in the fight. So
Yeah.
So explain to me exactly. Don't just say one of the guys. What
an
took
employee
place?
smiled at a problematic customer.
That's it.
Okay, so the fight was about customers and employees.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Because an employee smiled at a customer.
See what's going on in this country?
Welcome to Moe's. Pop, 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 pop.
Bitch, don't be telling me welcome. Bam.
That's right. Is that what it's going to be like? Somebody's going to yell "Welcome to Moe's," and then
they can't say
it's going to get bad.
They can't say "Welcome to Waffle House" no more.
Welcome to Moe's. You talking to me?
You talking to me?
Don't be welcoming me like that.
Who you welcoming?
I'm gonna give you a beat down.
Come here, let me stick my tongue down your throat. I know, man. And that was just
That's a bad one.
and that was just for a takeout order.
And
Yeah.
the poor guy that started it, the employee that started it by smiling at the other guy.
Yeah, but can you say started it if all he did was smile?
Yeah,
that sounds so bad.
He can't speak English, so I mean, he was just
Yeah,
Well,
but,
you were
okay,
in a Chinese
Has
restaurant,
anyone
a
ever
Japanese
been like
restaurant.
just chomping that butt and you just sit there and go like this and smile?
Yeah.
That's basically what it sounds like what was happening.
Hell, when I get when I get nervous, I talk more. I mean, the guy smiled.
Well, he didn't understand what the other guy was doing.
Yeah, he didn't understand what was going on.
I'm thinking if he doesn't speak the language, he probably doesn't understand the culture.
Go!
Yeah.
You know what gets me too is these people in this world need to remember that anytime you go to grab a little Chinese guy or Japanese guy, he may actually know how to whoop your ace.
The hell was that?
It's karate.
The customer was bitching about their bill.
Yeah, problematic
Oh,
customer.
well,
So
you
this
shouldn't have went there.
Okay, so again, I asked what started this. So
It says
So now-
right here, the fight broke out at Kiko Japanese off Camp Creek Parkway after an employee smiled at a problematic stop it, Mike, at a problematic customer, according to the police report. So the guy must have been
okay, so we're assuming that, by the way, Rich just said the bill. We're assuming the bill came, somebody complained.
holy crap!
the guy smiled at him as he was
I had 2 noodles. I only had 2 noodles.
Holy crap! How much you get for $10? All you can eat. That's just a saying.
Okay, so that's what we're assuming.
You're not supposed to try, fat
Yeah.
boy.
because he didn't understand English, and I guess he smiled.
There's no bell in
Round
Kung
one.
Fu.
And the
Kung Fu
owner,
gentleman game.
You gotta speak up.
the owner says that he lost $5,000 between damage and the people who got up and left without paying.
Holy
crap.
See what happened?
I don't know how much money you would have lost. I guess a couple $100 for people walking out, but
That's a whole lot of free
they must have
sushi.
really tore that place up.
Well, everything made a cork.
Shut up, Mike. You're an idiot.
How much those little fans cost? Give me 2 to go. Holy crap. Whole
It
time
says-
looked like a cat.
Police are now using the video to identify the 4 men and 1 woman involved in the brawl. They say all 5 could face serious charges, including battery, theft of services, and inciting.
Inciting, there's that word again.
Yep.
They
And
might have to work at a rice field.
the 14-year-old that actually recorded one of the videos said she had to duck several times to avoid being hit by flying objects.
Was that Peking duck? And then?
Peeking over the table.
And then? And then?
Oh, shut up. You've gone too far already.
And then?
But then
That was an expensive Mother's Day.
But then
And
she
then?
goes on to say, this is the best Mother's Day ever. Very entertaining. We got good food and good entertainment.
Oh, my God.
How much Happy Family cost? No, really. I want to
You
buy
must
Happy
have a
Family.
boring family if fight night at the Chinese place made your friggin' Mother's Day.
And the whole Japanese American culture.
We're going back to Aunt Susie's because she got some knockout food.
Literally.
Holy crap. This remind me of Midway.
We had fun at her house.
Hey, you'll be Yokohama and I'll be Kawasaki. Wah! All right.
That sucked, Mike.
Yeah, that was kind of
Great job, though.
Anything
else?
No, that was it.
We were talking about that car guy.
Yeah.
Did we talk about that on the show or after or before the show?
That was before the show.
So we're talking about the guy that has already got multiple charges against him for taking a Lexus at another place. So he shows up to the Dodge dealership, gets in a Charger, gets it as like on a loaner agreement where he's supposedly going to try to go get financed, and he takes off with the car.
And he's done this numerous times.
$28,000 car, and you know it's at the chop shop already.
Well, there's got to be an inside job. Come on, man.
How is he still out on the roads if he's done this multiple times?
Because crimes like this, you can sign yourself out.
God.
It's crazy.
What happened to the whole 3-strike rule?
That's for felonies.
Huh.
And I don't think it even applies anymore because it was unconstitutional.
Bullet.
Oh,
it says right here, Joseph, the man that did that, is facing theft charges in connection with the disappearance of a used Lexus from Sandy Springs Toyota. Auto fraud specialists say in that case and 2 others, Joseph wrote large checks, which turned out to be dishonored because the account was already closed.
Really?
You would think in this day and age, too. I mean,
You would think on this day and age they'd call to verify the check.
Yeah, verify check or secure the funds. I mean, I used to do it all the time when I was working. You know, people come in, or not people come in, sorry, but you do a job for somebody and they give you this huge check for the work. Don't leave the property until you've checked the funds. I mean, and you can secure funds, can't you? I don't know if you can on a personal account.
You can like putting a hold on it.
Well, basically, you know, well, hell, now you can take a picture of the damn thing. I take pictures of my checks.
With all the technology,
I think with all the technology, this was an idiotic thing.
This is an inside
have
job.
happen. Nah, I wouldn't say it's an inside job. That's your opinion.
I say it's an inside job.
But they say that he's been charged in 1 case, but suspected in 3 others. So that's at least.
And yeah, I know just from seeing Leaper, every test drive that you do up there is with somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, last night as I was trying to go to the new Quick Trip across the street from his business, as I was trying to get turned around and everything else, I was behind a Dodge Ram that was fixing to pull in that had a new driver test drive in it. And you could clearly see the construction worker guy in the mirror driving it, and you could see a nice white collared shirt with a tie out the other mirror. I mean, you could obviously see who was test driving it.
You know, the little test drive path that they take generally only consists of right-hand turns.
Yes. Yeah. Harley's kind of like that.
Yeah. They don't want you taking a left-hand turn, which I think is probably one of these.
What's cool is Harley
dumbest things ever.
When you test drive Harley, you go to the bridge on Parker, go down Parker, go to Flat Shoals, hang a right, take it to the first 4-way, take a right. At that 4-way, you're taking the right. It takes you up to West Avenue. You take a right. You go over West Avenue at the first red light after after I-20. You take a right and you go right back down the access road to Harley.
How do you take a test drive? Do you just they give you the motorcycle?
That's what I was.
They make you ride biatch.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
For real?
No,
yes, you have to ride
you
biatch.
Liar.
Yeah.
He's such a he's full of it. He's
So how do they do it?
He don't believe him. He's suckering you in.
They make you ride biatch.
Do they keep your license while you go take it for a test drive?
You know, you have to have your license, you dumbass.
I know that was a joke, dumbass.
Yeah, here's my license.
That's as bad as you believe in them. Biatch.
Can I see your license? Well, no, I'm taking a
No,
test
I
drive.
said,
Can you have registration of the motorcycle? I said I'm taking a test drive. Your ass going to jail.
No,
going to jail without bail.
The salesman has to ride a bike with you.
2 feet.
Rides alongside of you.
Well, no, that's not legal, but he can ride near you.
But still, how's he going to stop you from taking off?
He can't stop because.
I mean, this guy just did it with a $28,000 car.
You're right, Stephanie. You have a very valid point. You are correct. We will let you have this one. We are not going to argue it with you. Mike, doesn't it make you feel good that she finally got something right?
I'm just visualizing the sun coming up from a hole.
Yes, Stephanie.
We're going to call
most likely somebody could run with the bike if they wanted to.
Yeah, because then isn't it true that police can only chase a motorcycle for
I think every county or city has their own rules.
Did you know that police helicopters can only pull over helicopters that are speeding?
No, they can get airplanes too.
Don't screw her up.
They can get the Cessnas.
Don't screw her up because I'm visualizing it right now. Stephanie, I'm visualizing Stephanie trying to figure out how. Well, where did they tell him to move it?
Put your hands up now or I'll shoot.
But I'm in a helicopter.
When you
airplane repo.
Oh my God.
When you take a motorcycle for a test drive, they only put so much gas in it.
Oh my God.
They only put a little bit of gas in it.
That is so funny.
She's thinking about it.
She's thinking
because I was thinking, I mean, you could take off and leave them behind and then pull up to a gas station.
You could, but they're gonna Xerox copy your license.
What if you have a fake license?
Yeah, what if you have a fake ID?
Then the system is just beat. I'm sorry.
What if you try and turn your motorcycle into a helicopter?
What if you're an alien and you get on
and you jump the wall that hasn't even been built yet?
What if you have a jetpack and you live under a lake
That's right.
No, you live on the other side of the moon.
No, you just come up in the
Jar
hole.
Jar Binks is real.
You just come up through the hole that the sun comes through.
These are so stupid.
Go ahead. Make my day.
Why do I feel stupider?
Dumber.
Well, you're kind of the boss, so you'd be stupiderist.
Oh my God, Joe Leaper is dying.
So, school restroom gender controversy,
and he just said the same thing. Shh. But to test drive anything, they normally copy your driver's license.
Whatever, Leaper.
And he says, yes, what you said. Wow.
Yeah, whatever, Leaper. The only thing you're selling up there is a little clown car, you little dwarf. Okay, so
he's talking like he knows Joe Leaper.
All right, so school restroom gender controversy causing an uproar in Fanning County. Now,
hey, you know, I had my first encounter last night.
Close encounters at the first time?
Like that. Mike, you are such a perv. No, I walked. Shut up. I walked into a bathroom and there was a transgender in the bathroom.
Well, I don't think you should be walking into the ladies or the transgender bathroom.
Dude, shut up. I go walking into this pizza place that we were eating at. I walked into the bathroom.
Welcome to Moe's.
As I started to turn towards the urinal, all in the corner of my left eye, I saw this woman in front of the mirror and I stopped. And I looked to the right real quick and looked at the toilet to make sure it was a stand up. And he says, "Don't worry, this happens all the time. I'm a guy." I went, "I just saw your hair and thought, crap, I did it again." He goes, "What do you mean did it again?" I said, "Because I've walked into a bathroom too fast before and walked in the wrong bathroom." I said, and by this point I'm peeing and he's behind me. And I just said, "Listen, I just saw your hair and didn't even look twice. All I saw was your hair."
So you were talking to a transgender about her hair with your junk in your hand.
Yes, I really did.
I quit.
And then when we made it out there to
a
eat,
normal radio station.
then when I made it out there to eat, I looked over and he had
I bet you
he was a light-skinned black gentleman.
Wouldn't that be a mocha?
Had the blonde hair, but it wasn't like super blonde. It was more of the golden color. Makeup on and friggin' white fingernails.
And going to town on the chick.
Body-wise, still was just like a guy. I don't even know if he would call himself a transgender because I think he's both. I think he's Boy George. I think he was acceptive of both.
Okay, but
in other words, he wasn't trying to be girl, but he wasn't trying. Does that make sense? Like he wasn't trying to be a woman. But he was.
What about?
He was a super nice guy.
About a year ago, you threw out this little bit of an explanation. And the funny thing is I heard Eric Erickson doing it on the almost verbatim, which I swear he listens to this show. Verbatim.
There's a couple of the big radio stations that do, believe it or not.
Absolutely verbatim. He said your exact, because when I heard it on the radio, I'm sitting there going, holy crap, I've never heard it explained. Wait, I have heard it explained
that way.
Exactly. Like
okay, how about this? I named an event that we were going to do at Fusions back in 2011. The night of this event, I'd already been calling it this for 3 weeks. The night of the event, we're on our way to the event, and 961, Project 961, yells out what the name of their event that night was, and it was the name I'd been calling our event for 3 weeks.
Well, I know
and you don't believe they listen. I mean, who's the black guy that was that does a talk show?
Herman Cain.
Herman Cain's talked about us before.
Well, he's down in Stockbridge.
Because you remember Flying Brian sent us the audio.
He's down in Stockbridge. He's cool.
He spoke about us. Yeah. So for all the naysayers that want to hate us around Conyers,
yeah, you can hate us.
You can hate all you want.
Ain't us.
Yeah, you can hate us all you want, but you're not stopping what we're doing.
When it was just you and I there for a little bit, there was something that we did. I can't even remember exactly what it was.
I haven't been kicked off in how many months now?
No, I have a point here. Don't interrupt me while I'm on a train of thought.
She has a ballpoint pen. Center hand.
There was something that you and I did, and it was hilarious.
Who did it?
And then
were we alone?
Oh my God!
Were the candles involved?
No.
Is there a YouTube video?
Oh, it was on
YouTube.
Any
proof?
And you said you didn't like adult cartoons.
But the next morning,
she's a weeble wobble. She's not a smurf. Go ahead.
The next morning, I heard a morning crew on one of the big stations
Yes.
do exactly
the same thing. I remember you came in raising
the
hell.
words of what me and Scottie did.
Mm-hmm.
I had forgotten what I had said on the show one Wednesday night. It was
We're the Antichrist of big radio because we don't do what they do, but yet they do what we do.
I said something just about as dumb as no way in the world anybody else could come up with this concoction of nonsense. And then like 2 days later, I'm listening and I'm like, you son of a bitch, man. You were saying exactly what I said. And it was like he was doing it as a quip, like a joke. I'm like, man, you're even like stealing the way I did it.
So did this.
Think about when I was at the concert the other day and I heard the first person to get up here and show me an out-of-state license. I'm like, you are stealing my material, dude, and you're not even doing it like me. Like, good attempt, but you are not me. You should have just went ahead and told me to get up there and entertain the crowd, and you kept doing what needed to be done. You know, he was wearing too many hats that night, trying to do too many things.
Yeah, he really was. Yeah, has anybody talked to him?
No.
I think he's dead.
He's not.
He's not dead?
How would he be?
How would he be dead?
Yes.
Well, when you're not breathing anymore and you don't have a heartbeat.
Mike.
What?
Mike.
You're an idiot.
Nobody has seen or heard
That's
from
what she
him.
said.
He could have pulled a Charlie Sheen, man.
No. He works out of town a lot.
Sure he does.
We got to go to a commercial. Somebody come up with something good when we come back.
Okay.
Or for when we
Well,
come back.
we didn't finish the gender.
Well, I was just bringing it up because, like I said, it's you know what? It's funny.
Wait. What part of the sugar that we didn't? What?
What the hell?
She just said we didn't finish the sugar.
No, the part about the bathrooms, the gender.
Oh, gender.
Sugar, gender. Let's go to a commercial.
I messed it up. I messed it up because I loaded the song by Maroon 5 called Sugar. So
oh my God. Go to a commercial.
I swear I did.
You have lost your damn mind. Go to a commercial.
When we come back,
we have a talk.
More gender confusion here when we come back.
And some sugar.
And some sugar. This song. I'm sorry. I did. I messed it up. Here we go.
But it doesn't say
sugar. Where'd that come from, man?
Right there. I just loaded the song.
I know, but she was talking about transgenders and all of a sudden you go, sugar.
I know, it's the song. I can't help it.
Sometimes you stop me cold in my tracks. I don't even know what to say, man.
It's like, the song. I can't help it.
But it doesn't say what kind of school it was, though. It doesn't say whether it was elementary or
it's freaking, it's, you know, our kids are going to be so screwed up.
Problem. Was it a person visiting the school, or was it an actual elementary school kid that's a transgender?
He worked with me. He did special ops and all. And, you know, we never wear uniforms like the Class A's. Well, he's got a picture of him and his wife. He's got all this stuff. Oh, man, in a uniform. Look at all those ribbons.
My nose is still burning.
Is it really?
Yes.
Yeah, you don't shoot monster. Hurts.
Oh no, this is coffee.
Yeah, coffee I can deal with. Coke I can deal with. Monster
not hot
burns
coffee.
Like
Coke you can deal with. Like
oh my God!
Hey, or Coca-Cola.
Hey, that show Challenge right on.
Hey.
TJ, the guy that got in the accident. I was watching an episode. It was so weird because I'm sitting there watching.
That is funny.
And then it was kind of a different angle, and I went, "Oh my!"
That's funny.
They did it like live
on the show. Yeah. I don't know if he did it live. I mean, you didn't see it.
Yeah, commercial during a commercial break. He probably went over there.
Did him a little snow.
I am so into these prepping shows and challenge shows and living out. There is one I saw. I think it's
we watched clips and stuff that wasn't in Naked and Afraid. It was all the outtakes.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. You should watch.
Do you have
that one.
Hulu?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say if you want to borrow my Hulu, because Hulu's got a lot of those survival shows. I watched, you know, the one with Bear Grylls or whatever his name is.
Which one? He's got a couple.
Oh God, he makes me sick to my stomach. He just, oh God, the stuff he does.
Yeah.
It
Isn't he the one that drank his own pee?
Yeah, he drank his own pee. He took a big old pile of elephant crap and squeezed it, and drank that. You know, come on, man. All the stuff he's doing is stuff that really you or I probably are not going to have an opportunity to do. I think he's just trying to gross people out, you know? my buddy is retiring. He made E8. Jesus. Crazy. Giving that crap away.
So are we going to talk about Friday at any point in the show?
Yeah. My thing is
I don't tomorrow.
Yeah, I was going to ask what that's all about. Because, you know, Friday nights are tough for me.
I won't know till I go to a meeting.
Okay.
That's what I was trying to say.
Now, I can do Fridays if you need me, but I need to know in advance.
I will
pick up my son.
Everybody
Stop it.
Shut up. When I go to this meeting and no more, I'll be able to tell you more.
No, tell us now. Tell the future.
You're an idiot.
You
the
are.
The sun is coming from
You're
a
an idiot.
hole in the ground.
You are an idiot.
What?
The sun.
Stephanie, how does it come from the ocean when we have no ocean?
We do have an ocean.
Do you see an ocean out that window?
No, that's the lake.
It's a lake, doo-doo head.
Oh, my God.
Odd. You don't know the difference between a lake and an ocean?
That's why the lake steams.
Lake doesn't have waves. Duh.
God, please save
Only
me.
when the wind blows.
Somebody please save me.
When the wind blows, it has little
When
waves.
the wind blows. So, what are we talking about when we come back on the air?
She was bringing up the bathroom thing.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
I don't
we
want to
never
talk about
did
that now.
finish the
I don't want to
bathroom
talk about
thing.
that
It doesn't matter what you want, Mike.
now.
That's normal.
It's so freaking mean to me. I'm going to grow
Shut
up.
up.
I'm going to grow up with a
1, 2,
complex.
3. Shut up.
I'm going to grow up.
And we're back. Stephanie was bringing up what was on the news.
Well, Mike started
the
it.
news this morning about this bathroom situation. And I believe it was in an elementary school. Was that correct?
Thou shalt not kill.
it in the article it doesn't say. It just because it says we can't go into detail whether we do or don't have a transgender student.
I mean, doesn't everybody know?
See, that's where they're leaving us to wonder, is it a student or is it someone that was visiting the school? Because
just get to the story then.
some members of the Fannin County community are outraged over what they say is the case of a transgender student using a school restroom that reflects
Pause. It said student. Keep going.
that reflects a different sex than the child's birth sex. It's all in this article.
No, but you kept saying we didn't know if it was a student. It just said student. Keep going.
So much for reading them before we report on them.
Shut up, Mike. Parent Angel Chansey is threatening to take her kids out of school because of it. We're going to do everything we can to stop this. And if not, then us moms are going to come home and teach our kids like it used to be.
I think you should do that.
Wasn't we just saying yesterday? It seems like everybody's going to end up being homeschooled for it's over with.
And then they're going to get rid of these brick and mortar places. I'm telling you.
Superintendent Mark Hensing said there's no easy answers in this at all. He was asked about the restroom policy involving transgender students. He said federal law protects these kids from being identified at all. And that's when he said, we can't go into detail whether we do or don't have a transgender student, said Henson. But he did explain the school restroom rules that we have to allow transgender students to pick the restroom that they identify with gender-wise. Henson says federal guidelines dictate that policy too. School resource officer Anthony Walden organized a group of parents and concerned residents to come together in opposition to the policy Monday evening in downtown Blue Ridge. He says their values are being trampled. We've got great teachers, we've got great administrators, but their hands are being forced, Walden told Kloss. Henson says if a child identifies as transgender, there will be a parent meeting between the child and principal to discuss this. We want to make sure this is something the child truly identifies with, and it's not a fad, or it's not going to be a 10th grade guy wanting to look in the girls' restroom. He says the number one priority is
so that makes us understand then that it's not an elementary school.
Yes.
Okay. Keep going.
So that's it. He just says the number one priority is keeping all kids safe. So yeah. Wow.
Okay, so the number one priority is keeping them safe. Whatever happened to education? Oh yeah, yeah. That's number 8.
It's real simple. If you have a tallywhacker, you go to the stand-up urinal. If you don't have a tallywhacker, then you don't go to the stand-up urinal.
Sir, could you please define tallywhacker?
I think this is some pretty damn simple math. You either got an innie or you got an outie. It's really simple.
And there's no in between.
Oh, yes.
I'm just saying. Come on, man.
Okay, so
we got all these bigger things out in this world we need to worry about, and this is the stupid stuff that's happening.
Man. That's what this country's been reduced to.
It's like, I believe it was Mike that had said it, that it's almost like a conspiracy, like they're trying to get you away from the presidential race.
Yes,
it's a diversion.
It's just like when the whole E. coli, Ebola, something or another was
load of crap that was.
Being put in an ambulance and just driven down the expressway.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there going, if you have a person in that ambulance that is so contagious, just its breathing or oxygen could contaminate people. There is no way this ambulance was driving down the road without Humvees completely surrounding it 360 degrees and them not shutting the expressway down. Because if this guy basically was a human walking killing machine and they just supposedly drove down the interstate like nothing was wrong, like it's me having a heart stroke or something, come on. There's no way this guy that could be that contagious would be left alone to travel down the expressway like that.
And then
this was the news making you pay attention, smoke and mirrors, pay attention to Channel 2, and don't look at this president getting off the airplane over here.
Right.
And
go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to
say.
And
if you remember correctly, there were some big major votes that were going on in Congress, and that's where they were using this disease, if you will, to divert you from looking at the stuff being voted on in Congress. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, and then he gets out of the ambulance, and all he's in is a hazmat suit.
So, he's walking around in a hazmat suit.
There's no bulletproof vest or no,
Here's a crazy one too, is that last October, the CDC was reporting that there would be over 500,000 cases of Ebola by January. Okay, so January comes, and guess how many cases of Ebola there are?
Here in America.
5.
Well, how about now? AIDS supposedly taking over inside the perimeter of 285.
Yep.
They're making a big deal out of that now.
You know what? It's to me
again. Yeah.
When you look at some of the big nonsense stories that media pushes, if you look a page or two
deep, the dog, man.
Yeah, if you look a page or two deep into the news, you'll find what they're covering up. It's asinine that we actually sit back and believe this crap.
Well, that's what they push.
But here, let me go ahead and do this. I got 2 stories. One, I'm just making a personal opinion. Right now, the GOP, the Republicans, the Republican Party are really pushing to unite behind Donald Trump, which is, I think, a good thing to do. What is really irritating me is I'm still having these daily discussions with people that say because their guy is no longer on top. Trump was on top from day one. So Cruz or Kasich or any of these other guys, Rubio, that dropped out, okay, there are still people out there every day that are harassing me going, well, I'm just not going to vote, or I'm going to vote for Hillary.
Yeah, there's so many people now saying they're just not going to vote, which is ridiculous.
And then here's the one that really gets me. I got told that I was not
if you don't vote, you're just letting other people win anyways.
Yeah.
I got told by somebody that I'm not a true Republican, that I'm a rhino, Republican name only, that because I'm backing Trump, I'm like, what the hell? And then it dawned on me that the person that was saying this to me is someone who says they're not going to vote
because they can't get what they want.
Because they can't get what they want.
Are we in preschool, people? Come on now. You want to complain about what's going on in America, but yet you don't want to vote to do something about it.
You know what? If Ted Cruz Senator Cruz was winning right now and Trump fell by the wayside, guess what I would be doing? I would be backing Ted Cruz. I mean, a Republican, that's my party, that's my beliefs, is, you know, all these people want to go, oh, he's not a true conservative. Well, damn it, you define true conservative, because there's so many freaking gray areas that can be flustered this way or flustered that way. Look, even the Republican Party now is saying, look, let's give it a shot. The people have spoken.
It shouldn't the people's opinion matter.
Yes,
I mean,
and I think it'll come around to that.
That's the same thing like with the county issues too.
Yeah.
You know, it gets down to if the people want this person, that's who they want. And shut up with your complaining and whining.
Yeah.
Because where you're wanting one thing, these other people apparently want something else.
Yeah, and nobody's saying that you have to switch your want. You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying
can't. It's just like I try to tell people with freedom of speech. You can't sit here and say that you're entitled to say this, this, and this, and this, and I'm not.
I know.
Just because you don't like what I say doesn't make what you say better.
Or right.
Yeah.
You know, I tell people all the time, especially because I wear the shemagh, and people ask me about the Muslim religion all the time. And they say, oh, Muslims should die always. It's like, okay, well, how about Christians? How about Baptists? How about this, that, Pentecostal, whatever? And they go, no. You don't get to just pick what you want. Freedom of religion is freedom to practice the religion of your choice. If people are freaking committing crimes through terrorism, they're terrorists.
They're terrorists.
You know, Timothy McVeigh. He wasn't. I don't know what he was. He was. I mean, I don't know. Maybe a Southern Baptist. You see what I'm saying? I don't know what the hell he was.
Thanks, Mike.
He was a terrorist.
He was a terrorist. That's what he was.
Yeah,
the other story I had, and what I'm going to try to do, Scotty, is because military Mike, I'm going to try to influence a little military news every day, because the military is really changing. As of yesterday, the Army has the fewest active duty soldiers since 1940. Anybody else getting a little concerned here?
And why is that?
And they're cutting back. The government, they're reducing their soldiers by reducing their budgeting money. So they don't have the equipment. If you don't have the equipment operational, then you don't get the people. You see what I'm saying? You don't get the soldiers. So the current number,
and Russia's getting stronger. China,
North Korea. God, North Korea, man, they are all freaking over it all of a sudden. They're really trying hard. Man, what's happening is, you know, in the Army, you got people coming in all the time, but you got people going out. Right now, you got more people coming out than going in.
Right.
Okay. And that's because of, you know, recruiting standards and criteria and, you know, stuff like that.
Well, a lot of people, I'm sure they don't want to be sent overseas.
We're going to have that whole Red Dawn thing. What's going to happen?
Well,
they're going to invade us, and then we're going to have to fight.
The Army Times reported this weekend that the Army's end strength for March, and you know it's always going to lag a little bit, is 479,000 people on active duty. Now, to give you an idea, when I first went in 1982, there was 780,000 people. That was one of the first things they told us, and I remembered it 50 years later, right? So there was almost twice as many soldiers in during the end of the Cold War, or the Cold War, 82, 83, that was Cold War stuff. So we weren't actually throwing punches at that time, and we had twice as many soldiers. Now we've got incredible levels of interior and domestic terrorism going on. What you think, Scotty? Disgusting? Wow. Yeah, he didn't like it. Okay.
Well, you got to remember, I water down everything. It probably tastes good if you're the person that likes strong flavors. Here, smell.
No, prostate. So I don't know about you guys, but this concerns me, because when you start to cut back your military, that means you're going to cut back on promotions. You're going to cut back on equipment.
Look,
strengths.
dude, it's real simple. Let's just dumb it down. if I got 5 dogs guarding my house because people are trying to break in my yard and I got a fenced in yard. If I've got 5 dogs, that means I got 1 at each corner and 1 watching the house.
Yeah.
If I start reducing my dog numbers, means somebody ain't protecting the corner.
No, but
which also means somebody can climb that fence and invade my property.
All right. So using your analogy, let me ask you this question. All right. So if the threat around your house gets to be more, would you reduce the number of dogs?
Well, that's an idiotic question now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
I mean, right now, a boat can come anywhere on our coastline and just start dumping guys.
They said,
and there's no stopping it. I mean, we already have illegal Mexicans coming in through Washington State, where they're taking ships going up.
Yeah,
to Washington. Border. No, but I mean, I've talked to them, dude. These guys are saying we're coming in through Washington because nobody's paying attention to all the coastline over there.
Well, you know, I used to cross the.
They just get on a boat from Mexico, travel right up the West Coast, Stephanie.
Yeah, West Coast Stephanie, like West Coast Chanel, whatever.
No,
Chanel,
the West,
West
not
Coast.
the East Coast.
Oh, okay.
I didn't need her to get confused, try to figure out how Mexicans were coming up the East Coast.
The South Coast?
Yes, Stephanie.
Yeah, the South Coast, where the sun comes up.
Yeah.
Keep going, Mike. But yes, our borders are going to be.
Okay, well, here's the thing that I don't understand.
Because if we don't have the military out around patrolling the world and policing the world, then we definitely won't have it here.
But at what point do you say just bring all of our troops back over here and
but see, the way the government looks at it is all our interest in all these other places. That's why I wish that we could go back to being self-sufficient.
Yeah.
The part that concerns
our farmers
me
start
is,
farming again.
Look, I mean, we're always going because we're a superpower. We're always going to send people all over the place. I like what Trump says about these buttholes are going to start paying us. I mean, Saudi Arabia, we're protecting Saudi Arabia during Desert Storm, and we're paying the bill. And they're like bazillionaires, all of them.
Oh yeah, because they're oil.
Yeah, but we were protecting them.
Yeah,
and we got nothing from it.
Except for being in debt.
Except we could purchase oil from them. Yeah, we could purchase it from them, not given to us. We could purchase
it. And pretty
at
much
a discounted price,
10,000
or the same price.
Same price.
Not to mention all the freaking disease and stuff from the black lung junk.
Keep going.
So I'm sitting here looking, and 2 things come to mind. One, a nuclear submarine is probably the most technological and deadly weapon that we have.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, think about it. The jets are pretty cool, but right now the Air Force is kind of struggling a little bit. So I'm going to say that a nuclear submarine with what's called MIRVs, which are multiple entry, nuclear missiles, blah, blah, blah. And the guy controlling it is probably one of the most powerful people in the world, right? Okay. These things require a tremendous amount of upkeep just to be in operation.
Right.
If we're cutting our soldiers back, you think they're cutting back the maintenance?
They're cutting back everything.
I'm scared to death. And when you look at the numbers of how many people are coming across,
think about an aircraft carrier that's a nuclear power aircraft carrier that has the manpower that it has to have to be active,
like 5,000.
So what's going to happen when you start cutting people? Does that mean you're cutting people off of that, which means one guy will be doing 2 jobs instead of 1 job? Does that mean?
Well, you'll have to cut back your operation.
I mean, it's like any business. If you're cutting manpower and still trying to achieve the same amount of work, that means your work's going to be less grade.
Yes, yeah, I got you.
Because it's simple. If I'm going to paint a house, it's no different when I had my business. If I'm going to paint a house and it would require 6 guys to be able to do that house in a 5-day period. 6 guys, 5 days. If I decide to try to do 5 guys in 5 days, that means I'm either working the guys more hours or something got cut. Something got missed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because there's no way that you're going to be able to make up for the 1 guy missing unless you cheat the homeowner some way, somehow.
Well, obviously something's going to degrade. Unless, the beginning of it, you were overstaffed, but that obviously isn't the problem. So, all right, now we got nuclear submarines with multiple nuclear warheads, and they're out in the ocean and they're under the ice cap, whatever, And then you got this knucklehead over in Korea who's doing everything he can to get a nuclear missile up in the air, to prove that he can launch. And then, of course, you got Mr. Strut-a-lot, Putin. And let me tell you something. I'm going to start, researching more on Putin. I'll give you a little. But this dude is I
gave you some Putin before the show started.
Yeah, you did. Putin is a bad dude.
A Putin storm. Most Putins are.
Putin is a bad dude, man. I'm telling you.
I got a feeling before it's over with, either Soviet Union and North Korea will either.
Yeah, I think they will.
They will either hate each other or become partners.
They say that China kind of backs North Korea, but I'm not fully aware of the relationship between Russia and China. I don't think it's a good one. I don't think I'm doing some research right now in the CIA.
Is Russia self-sufficient?
No.
What do they need?
They need grain. They import a lot of the natural staples, because they can't grow stuff year round. So their fruit and their grains are their.
In other words, what I'm saying is if they had to, could they?
Yes, they have 1 trillion gallons of oil.
Okay,
they have more oil than any other country on the planet.
So that's what I'm getting at: is could they close their borders and say we're done with all of you guys?
Yes.
Do they produce their own oil or do they buy it?
Nope. No, and they don't export it, from what I understand. And it might go to like Azerbaijan and Kazakhstan, those countries, but in reality, those countries still fall under the Soviet realm.
See, that's what I was getting at. I don't. It's a weird way to say this. I don't necessarily say I want us to go back like we were in the 50s, but I do like the idea of us being self-sufficient because it would put a lot of our guys back to work.
I know, doesn't it confuse you guys that at some point there were politicians or businessmen or something that were sitting at a table that said, hey, Japan, you can build and sell your cars over here and not pay taxes, not pay
well, as long as I get my cut.
I know, but here's the thing.
I'm talking about the politicians. As long as I get my cut, you can do whatever you want in my country.
They don't even have to pay their, I don't know what to call it, mortgage, or the property that they own. They don't even have to pay for that. They probably don't pay for their power, utilities, or anything else like that. The U.S. taxpayer does. But here's the thing. If I took this freaking Fanta orange and tried to sell it in Japan, they'll tax it off the freaking planet.
Yeah.
So now they're making money there off of my products. They're making me pay to export my product, and they're in our country making products and we're paying for it and then we're buying them.
I agree.
Who came up with this?
Well, it's no different than watching all the Spanish people going into Walmart and sending money to Mexico.
Or
you're taking, yes, it's your money, but you're taking US dollars and you're pumping it into a different economy. And you're not even paying taxes on it.
Or the people that own different laundromats or convenience stores or
when I was working for Belco Electric, we took care of tons and tons and tons of convenience stores / gas stations. And there was 4 that were around the metro Atlanta. And over the years, everybody, all of us that were doing electrical work, realized that every year they called themselves brothers. We don't know if they were truly related or not.
Yeah.
But every year, each of them would change to a different location. And on paper, they were selling it. And then because of their tax situations, their first year of business was tax-free. So all 4 of these cats were selling the businesses to each other. So one year, one would be at Shamley Tucker, one would be over in Avondale Estates, and then et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And every year they would all just swap locations.
Basically,
and they're not having to pay taxes.
For your IRS, you can have a business for 3 years and not show a profit before they start going.
Well, these guys were getting a loan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They were getting a loan.
Oh yeah.
Because they were falling under some other stuff.
I know.
Okay, we'll go to a different subject because I know this will get boring for everybody.
I know tons of guys that are married to women from out of this country, like Indian or Pakistan, and those women can get loans for anything.
Right.
All they do is apply.
All right, we're going to get out. We'll be right back. It's just fun in the morning. Everybody hang tight.
Whoop, whoop.
Don't do anything that Mike would do. It may or may not get you arrested.
Oh, it will.
Do you have the Brad Paisley song Ticks? Because there was a news story about more ticks being in Georgia.
Yeah, you know why? They said it didn't get cold enough over the winter.
So I had that pulled up.
Stay 30 degrees for X number of days.
Yeah. It says it's going to be a problem this year.
Yeah.
Yep. I knew it was a problem when we moved in over at our house, and within 3 weeks, within 2 weeks, we had already pulled 7 ticks off of Buttercup and Rain and Ashley. And Ashley didn't even go outside. She got it. She got it off the. Oh, we got stuff out there and sprayed it, and we hadn't had any problems. Travis has to spray it again.
God, look at that car.
That's around here, isn't it? Traffic's like that, but I've seen it.
Oh, somebody here posted it. I can't.
You don't want to do that because then you get haters.
Haters and potatoes.
Hating on everything
You'll
you
see this
do.
girl do that and rip her hair out.
What the hell?
So this guy takes this corn. A guy does it and does this and eats all the corn. So watch what happens with this girl.
Aw.
But isn't
The annual budget is for the FBI? $9 billion. A freaking aircraft carrier costs more than the FBI.
Isn't an aircraft carrier like a little city?
Yeah.
You ever been on one? Got a good one. It's a small aircraft carrier too, up in
Nuclear powered ones are
USS or Yorktown.
Now, I've been inside a sub, but I mean, it wasn't in water. It was like, yeah.
Yeah. Where did you do that?
No, it was just one of those.
They got the aircraft carrier, the sub, the battleship, and then a Coast Guard ship.
It was just
The sub will freak you out.
Yeah, I didn't like it. It was too confined. I think it was
It's just the air.
I mean, this one was like one that they travel around with.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't one of the big ones. It was one of the smaller ones.
I don't think the nuclear. I can't remember the one in Charleston. But I can tell you this: you get it in there, the air is perfect, clean, filtered, and room changes of air. So it's like it's always blowing. Body's not used to it.
Well, this was
it
was some air show that we went to.
I could do it. Here's the thing that I don't like. I will sleep. Like hot racking. I'd probably get a little gross.
When we go out of town, I usually take a bottle of Lysol, spray the sheets. Febreze doesn't kill bacteria, though.
And we're back for more. Hey, can I ask a silly question?
Of course. That's what we do here.
As a guy, I can pee in the toilet, and if it's clear, I don't flush it. Because if I went and flushed the toilet every time I peed, you know what my water bill would be like? Because I pee a lot. So,
I told that man. Okay,
has anybody ever had that conversation about if it's clear, I don't, if it's yellow, I do? Somebody had some like a saying
on
that
Fockers. It was like if it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down.
Okay. So here's my question.
People with septic tanks.
But here's my question though. Since I wear yellow glasses, how do I really know that it's clear?
I don't know. Quite frankly, after you discuss,
is it a different shade of yellow for me to think about this? I don't know.
I have a whole different opinion of you now because apparently last night you had a discussion with a transgender while you were peeing.
There's nothing better than having your tool in your hand and a guy say to you, "Oh, don't worry about it. I have this happen all the time."
But the way you described him, you gave him a little bit more attention than most.
Well, I mean, when you walk in and he was in the mirror doing something with his eyebrows.
Yeah,
I saw
redoing his makeup.
Yes, that's exactly my point. And all you saw was the blonde hair, and you're like, "Oh my God, did I just walk in the wrong bathroom?" He's a pretty guy.
Crap. A snot.
It reminds me of when Zach's in drag at the drag show.
Okay, then. I was looking up some ice.
Mike, are we confused or something? Mike?
Oh, no, I'm perfect. I know I'm a man and I like women.
Girlfriend.
So
I am very secure with my masculinity. I'm not worried about it.
So. Okay, so
Mike is trying to change the subject.
Yes, he is. We looked at an aircraft carrier and it costs $13 billion, which, okay, you know what? Quit ripping off the taxpayers with your freaking insane pricing of stuff. Stop it. We're on the same freaking team. Stop trying to make money off of us, you butt wipes. What could cost $13 billion? Jesus.
An aircraft carrier?
Yeah. Okay. Do you know what the annual budget is of the entire FBI?
$2.
Negative. $9 billion. It's like $8.7 billion.
Isn't that insane?
Okay, so one aircraft carrier is worth more than the entire freaking year
for a year
of the FBI.
Of an FBI.
Freaking give me a break. All right.
But I also believe that half the numbers that the FBI is using is fraudulent anyway.
I mean,
because,
they can't tell us everything.
They got to have bribery money, and they got to have this. And
the cyber attack.
Hold on. I've got, because you brought up septic tanks. I got a septic tank guy who said,
I bet you that job.
let me back up.
That job stinks.
It's a shitty job.
But somebody's got to do it.
Then y'all should be pretty healthy this morning. You must drink a lot because only mine is clear after a lot of Crown. Okay.
Yeah. You know what they used to say, that if it was you were nearing dehydration, if your urine was
really yellow and stinky,
hey, variable speed. Water. If you're still listening,
but that's why I drink so much water, is because I know it makes me healthier than drinking anything else.
You guys call in and explain the color of urine to us again, because I know Pollock, Rebecca, if you're listening, she used to every urine analysis. She was always the collecting person, and I was always the NCOIC. And every time somebody brought a jar that had like orange pee in it, she'd go, "Drink more water." So
Oh,
I don't know.
I thought you just said you was HBIC.
Now, check this out. Okay, so I'm
Head
looking at
in charge.
you know me in the government. I'm always digging. All right, so the ICE, was that Immigration, Customs, and Enforcement, which just go back, INS. God, why you got to come up with this crap?
Oh no.
Okay, so they have a category called removal.
It's like a secretary being called an executive assistant. Whatever.
Just give it a rest.
You're a secretary. Don't lie.
Freaking country is so stupid anyway. All right, so
that's
removal.
like the airplane. George Carlin used to go, "I'm so sick of everybody in this country putting adjectives in front of stuff. We are now pre-boarding the plane." Don't you mean we're just boarding the plane? No, we're boarding at 3 p.m., but at 2:30, we are pre-boarding the plane. And George Carlin made the big deal about how people would throw stupid little letters in front of stuff to try to make it sound important.
Absolutely.
Pre-boarding the plane. Really, if you're getting on the plane, you jackhole, you are boarding the plane. I am so irritated with everybody trying to make them sound. Are you a janitor at the school? I am a,
custodial engineer.
Yeah, professional. Okay, so you clean toilets. Yes. Okay, so you're the janitor. I mean, and I'm not knocking it. It's a good job, man. The benefits, I know a couple in Loganville do. These guys love their job as maintenance men.
And I was about to say, how many maintenance men do you know in schools have been doing it for like 20 years?
Well, back doing electrical, I'd have to go to a lot of the same apartments all the time, and those guys got it made. They're given a free apartment to live in.
Yep.
They're getting paid $12 an hour.
Yep.
They ride around on a golf cart, and when there's nothing to do, they're just kind of cleaning up.
Yeah, they're just and for the most part, they don't really do anything anymore.
And they don't even have to leave their community unless it's to go to Home Depot.
Yeah, I mean, and generally those guys aren't even doing the work anymore. They outsource it.
Well, they have to.
Yeah.
They can't fix the air conditions. They have to outsource it.
Yeah.
They can't physically touch the electrical because they had to call us because it had to be a licensed electrical company.
Yes, sir.
And if it was plumbing, they had to call plumbers. The only thing they could do is a little touch-up paint. They were not even allowed to paint the apartments. They had to bring in a certified painter who had their own insurance in case something was to happen.
Bonding and all that.
That's right.
Stuff. You know what they generally
can't even evict people.
No, they got to get a sheriff's.
How about this? I bet a lot of people don't know this. Do you know when it comes to an eviction? Because back when I had Scottie's General Maintenance, we were going to get hired. We did all these remodels. Well, one of the houses we were waiting to remodel, the people had called and said, "Hey, can you help us evict this person?" And I was like, "Sure." But then I made a phone call.
Yeah.
And I found out, do you know that if Mike owns a house, if Mike and his friends go to evict this guy, if they picked up an entertainment center that was like the press board Walmart style, and they go to move it, and it breaks, that homeowner is now responsible for any and all damages done. So if the homeowner would have hired us, it would have taken the responsibility off the homeowner and put it on me. Yes, I would have been sued and the homeowner would have been sued, but then the homeowner would have turned around and countersued me or a secondary lawsuit against me because she would have been paying us to do it. So in theory, the two of us would have been sued, but then she would have still come after me to actually get back whatever she might have lost in the lawsuit. So when all these people, toss TVs out and people stop and pick up the TVs, technically, by law, if the people could go get a lawyer, but of course they're broke, they're poor, the system's beating them because they can't afford to go get a lawyer, but they could legally go get a lawyer and sue the homeowner for their property being tossed out.
I don't know anything about that. That's weird, though.
Yes, a lot of people don't know that. All right, go back to whatever.
Well, I was talking about ICE, and they have a category called removal. Okay, and that's just an individual who's been removed for either administrative or criminal coincidences, that have occurred on, associated with them. All right, so how many removals occur on an annual basis? Because to me, if there's a flood of immigrants coming in and we're not doing anything to get rid of them, I mean, what the heck? Okay, so in fiscal year 2012, there was 410,000 that were booted back to their countries. Why is it that fiscal year 2015, there was only 235,000. Here again, there's more bad people coming in, but we're doing less about it.
Yes.
Of course.
Yeah. And you know what? The 235,000 in 2015 is the lowest on record since 2008. We're deporting basically less people because more people are coming in. This is not based on percentages. This is actual numbers of males and females that are being removed.
My thing too is, and this goes back to 96. So I don't know what's happening as of today, but I'm sure it's probably just as bad because it was happening in 96. But, you know, when I was making $8 an hour, me and Melissa had to have Medicaid for Emmy to be born. So as we're sitting there in these offices, we're watching people try to talk smack about the Medicaid system. Well, let's see. My grandparents have been paying all this forever.
Yeah.
My parents have been paying all this forever. I'd been paying since I was 15 with my first job. So to me, we were only getting what the system was designed for.
And what's wrong with that?
But then when I looked around this room, here we are at Gwinnett Medical, and I'm in a room that has all these Spanish signs everywhere. And there's 5 or 6 different pregnant women that already have 5 or 6 kids playing with the toys. None of them are legit U.S. citizens, but yet those kids were probably born here, correct? I mean, they're small kids. They didn't just show up from Mexico. So
baby.
these babies were born here and our government paid for it. Now you're pregnant again and our government's paying for it. But technically, once they were born on U.S. soil, they're U.S. citizens. But mama's not, and she's still milking the system. And none of her family has ever put in the first dollar. So there is a downfall to that.
Okay, you know, a long time ago, Japanese said only 2 kids, and I think it went down to 1 kid at one time. But I think, and I'm not trying to cull the bird.
If you're an illegal immigrant here, you shouldn't be having kids here.
Okay, well, if you're an illegal
immigrant, that's a
you shouldn't
heartless
even
thing.
be here. So that's a whole different show, right?
But once they have a child, they're not going to force the mom to leave.
I say if you're on entitlement, which could be so many different things. If you're on entitlement, there should be certain stipulations. If you're on SSI, you can't work. You can work, like in my case, where I can't stand that long. Yeah, give me a job sitting there answering the phone.
Well, it's like
typing.
Jacob, the Social Security people say Jacob should be able to go get a job. We're doing what? It's like me. I've got all the paperwork from my back problems that shows my pain. It shows my nerve damage on my right side, not just being just my leg. It's my right side. From basically the top of my or the lower part, let's word it as the lower part of my rib cage on my right hand side all the way down to my toes. I could go take all this and this is stuff documented from the day that I was released, which was 2003. Well, which now it's worse now than it was in 2003 because they said I was only going to get 10 years and it was going to progressively start getting worse. So back then I could have went and fought for Social Security, but they said, well, you could be a Walmart greeter. Well, I can't sit in what I call a 90 degree where my butt's sitting in a chair and my back is and my hips and legs are at a 90 degree. And then my knees to my ankle are at 90 degrees.
Well, also there's that whole thing that
I can't,
you can't make Walmart hire you.
Right. And I can't make them hire me. Like legally, after my back surgeries, I could only work for myself because I couldn't legally be working for another electrician, period, where I had to climb a ladder because
you're a liability.
Because what I've got is called drop foot, which means any moment you may hear me fall up. Nobody ever laughs more than me, but I fall walking up steps. It's because when you walk on steps, you're always putting the front half of your foot, not your heel, but the front half of your foot on the steps. Well, I have what's called drop foot, which means sometimes I'm walking and I can't control that. I'm actually supposed to walk on a cane, but I just refuse to. So you'll hear me fall up the steps. That happens once, twice, 10 times a day. I never know. But
I can't you fall up the steps.
But I can't work at Walmart because what if I get hurt? I can't go back to doing construction because what if I get hurt? I can't climb a ladder because what if I get hurt? I can't be working on a job site and go to step out of the truck and have to step over a ditch and twist my ankle because my foot didn't work right, and then I fall down on a piece of rebarb, because then the company's liable. There's so many things.
But okay, let me ask you a question. If, and this is so hypothetical, Steph, you're involved in this too. Let's say that everybody started playing fair, okay, and everybody started abiding by the rules that are set for different entitlements. Do you think it would work?
It would almost take a total rip down of the destruction and start over.
Okay, but now, Scottie, I'm not asking about changing anything. I'm just saying
but you're looking at it saying, could it work? And it's like the only way, but the only way it will work would be to start over from scratch. Unfortunately.
What do you think, Steph?
Yes, I believe there's always going to be somebody that's going to try to cheat. Always.
I know, but
but the fair tax is the only way this is ever going to be right.
And I'm one of these guys that you know what's one of the biggest,
because fair tax won't go bad. I mean, because then you're taxing everything sold,
and you can just about figure out what you're going to get.
But I mean, literally, if you are taxing, see, here's the problem that I find: they're trying to make taxes off the money you're getting paid.
Yeah.
Look how complicated that is. If you just make sure that every dollar, every penny spent has more taxes put on it, you can't really go wrong. Every register.
You could just about get rid of the IRS, right?
Well, they're a joke anyways.
Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah, but that's never going to happen.
Okay, so let me go back.
Yeah,
Steph,
they're not a government job and not a government facility, but yet they'll tell you they are, but then they'll tell you they are when it suits their needs, and they're not when it suits their needs.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
And now, I know somebody's chomping at the bit to tell me how wrong I am, but I don't hear the phone ringing.
Yeah. Well, that's what we deal with most of the time is people that have
all these people that want to be sideline coaches and try to tell me how wrong I am. Start calling. Well, if you got so much to say, quit sending messages and just call on the phone and say what you want to say. If you got the balls to try to say it to my face and you got the balls to send it in a message, but you ain't got the balls to say it over the radio,
come be on my show.
They have no idea the struggles that you go through for something when you need SSI or now I'm being told that I can apply for food stamps for Ashley because she's 22.
So, I guess she wasn't eating when she was 21.
How about there's an autistic, because all these people want to hate on me and say I don't do nothing good for the community. Well, they suck it because
you don't.
Yeah, like the same autistic camp that I've done every year. I go down there and do this big event with them on their summer vacation, and of course it doesn't pay, so of course I don't do nothing good for my community. I took Stephanie down and I said, you need to meet these people. Well, then one of them is an actual friend of mine that's the teacher that has me involved with it. I said, could you please explain to Stephanie a few things? And then she's asking Stephanie, do you not get this assistant? No. Do you not get this? No. Well, why don't you get this? But I didn't know about it. So basically there's like 15 things that Stephanie has supposed to have been doing that nobody ever told her from her school.
Because there's nobody that...
So it's real funny that here this school is saying, this, and this, and this. Right. Well, what it is it's multiple counties. The different special needs teachers from multiple counties show up to this church and they do this autistic summer camp. So you got all these teachers that all of them have different pieces of information and they're telling Stephanie this, and this, and this, and this. And then they're saying, why didn't the teacher of your daughter's school tell you all this?
Yeah.
It's just crazy when you hear all these things.
Oh yeah. But even getting my child on Medicaid was, and my child is disabled. I had her on regular insurance. Regular insurance would not touch her electric wheelchair. And, so we had to have her on Medicaid in order for her chair to be fixed and in order for her to get an electric chair. And I had to jump through hurdles just to get my kid who is disabled by birth, on Medicaid.
And you know what sucks? They give her this expensive wheelchair. They give her this wheelchair. It has this really cool computer so that Ashley can communicate with people. It makes words.
Yes.
Then when it quits working, they say, it's $900 for a new cord. Wait a minute. You gave me the wheelchair, you gave me the communication device, but you're not willing to upkeep it.
Right.
Like I'm poor. How am I supposed to have $900 to buy this new power cable that comes with the computer that you're supplying?
You just should.
And then now it was dropped by another student at school, and
a special needs student.
Yeah, and I don't know what's going to happen from now because I haven't heard anything else about.
It's
if
just
the
crazy.
School is replacing it, getting it fixed. I mean, I don't know what's going on with it.
All right, let's shoot off to a commercial real quick.
Because this is going down a
yeah. Well, we just keep getting too serious. And the funny thing is
but it's real life.
It's real life. And again, a lot of people want to try to voice their opinions, but they hide. They don't really voice their opinions. They want to ambush me and try to carry on a conversation and point out whatever they think I'm supposed to listen to. But you have that freedom of speech too. Call in. If you got so much to say, call in. Let your voice be heard.
Yeah.
It's not all about us.
Yeah.
I've got my point of view. You're entitled to your point of view. Anybody that wants to call in, feel free. We'll be right back.
Yeah. What he said.
Green, yellow,
pink.
Well, I've been drinking that monster.
It's not the way it works. How do you freaking start? Let it go. Let it. That's gonna be Scotty's game. Freaking thing.
What'd you say?
Hit the road.
Was it P? Was it?
Was it P? It most certainly was P, Mike.
Yeah, kind of ruined that one.
P, man.
Ruined that one.
It was P, I tell you.
Completely blew that one. It wasn't pink. Is what I was trying to say. Wiki. Hey, I got to transfer all these.
I still got people asking about video.
Because they're scared, Jacob.
Top 10 as seen on TV products. We have a tattoo guy, right?
Yeah. What about
I got two tattoos.
Yep, Chris. Oh God, yeah. Chris freehand this. Well, that on with a marker. It's dry looking right now, but he freehand every bit of that. Considering it was a cover up, I had to do what I had to do. Biomechanical. I had a bunch of Indian stuff under there. Oh, Andy will be back in about a week. He's good too. Watch, I'll show you a picture. No, you're a trainer. Shut up, Mike. How come you could be so funny but yet be so stupid? I was. Yeah.
What are you doing, Steph?
Bathroom. What are you doing?
Listen. Listen.
Flush.
Look.
Oh my God.
Look. See what it was?
Yeah. And he made that out of it?
Yeah, he drew all that. All that.
Listen to her yelling.
He took to put a stencil of the mic and then freehand all the other stuff around it. No, no.
You're a trans tattooer.
Look, I'll show you Huff. So
For life, Jesus.
Isn't it?
It's they're just crest.
I know, but what I'm saying is he's been asked to. They win awards all the time.
Who does this one, Chris?
He's been asked to be on a lot of the TV shows and stuff. Big competitions, you know.
Have you ever seen the ones that look like? I'm not too big on the color stuff. I got to finish drawing.
Look at that. Yeah. That's Chris too.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like that. I would never have something like that.
He fixed that mouth. Look how horrible that mouth was. And look.
I imagine they have to do a lot of that. Like people get tattoos.
But they want them just like we want them. Why are you going to go do it?
Because I feel that it's
time.
And we're back.
Oh, you didn't even play the intro music. It was just saying, just for fun.
Intro music. Intro music now. Stephanie P.
Steph, what the hell happened? You screamed when you went in the bathroom.
Yeah, what's that all?
Because you didn't flush the toilet.
He said
I don't want to
wasn't
see your
going
green
to.
pee.
It's not green.
Your pee is green?
With your pink lenses, does it look green?
Yes.
Well, I didn't have lenses on when I went in there, and it was just a small hint of yellow.
It looked green to me.
What did it smell like?
I don't know. I flushed it.
I keep
I'm
peeing
not gonna
clean.
smell it.
Peeing clean?
Yeah, that little bit of yellow was from this morning.
Are you being
I
tested?
probably peed like 6 times in it since the show started. Since 7 o'clock, I peed about 6 times.
What do you have to worry about peeing?
But you got to figure, I've already had like 32 ounces of coffee. Now I took a couple of big sips out of that 32 ounce of my Mio and water, and now I'm drinking this what the hell ever energy drink.
You know what?
16 ounce of Yak Monster.
Yeah, from now on.
That'd be spelled Yak, Y-A-K. Yak.
From now on, I'm not doing that. You guys just get your own.
No, but when next time
you
I
guys have
say
been so
coffee
unappreciated.
Flavor.
I said please and thank you.
Oh,
I did.
Then you walk in with a coffee.
Yeah, I did.
You disgust me.
You really do.
Because he didn't have coffee, so I was rubbing it in his face.
No, we just didn't have sugar. We had coffee. My wife made me some coffee, but she put so much of that French vanilla cream in it to make it taste good.
Sugar.
But it was still missing some of my kick, like, because it didn't have my sugar in it.
You like French vanilla creamer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
Because I got like 3 boxes at the house.
Sure, bring it over, man.
Bring it.
Hey, I'm
So I'll
sending you
bring
home
you
with
a
some
box.
dog food, by the way.
Me?
Chihuahua.
Why?
Do you need dog
We
food?
gotta eat.
If you got dog food, I'll take it.
I know you. They need it more than you do.
Yeah, we gotta eat.
They got more dogs.
Y'all are gonna.
No,
eat.
we
Well, I
gotta
decided
eat.
if you go down the chain, you got Purina dog food. That's like pedigree. That's the lower brand. Then you got Purina One. That's a little better, and then you got Pro Plan, which is the shit.
The shiznaz.
Yes, it's the shiznaz. If you feed your dog Pro Plan, that dog will poop a Snickers bar every time.
Oh my god!
It'll always be dry. It's easy to scoop up and go toss over on on your neighbor's yard. So I decided to try to save $10 because I was just going to downgrade down to
Gotcha.
to Purina One. Well, My dog's bellies just ain't having it.
Oh, poor Bella.
So she's going back to Pro Plan today.
Hey, I have a question. You know the green bag of Purina dog chow? I mean, it's just a green generic bag of Purina dog chow.
What about it?
It's been around for 1,000 years. Is that any good?
I thought it was blue.
I have no.
That maybe for a yard dog. If you ever, to me, if you're gonna have a dog in your home, if you're gonna have an inside dog, and if you really love your dog, don't waste your money on all these other damn dog foods. Purina Pro Plan is the way to go. Well, you know, when I had the other dog, I tried feeding him all these other foods to try to make them better, blah, 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 blah. And come to find out, he was just a sick dog and he was dying from the treatment on heartworms. But, you know, truthfully, when I did rescue, the vets and every single person with every rescue we ever dealt with, they all kept saying Pro Plan, Pro Plan, Pro Plan. I've never had a problem with Pro Plan. Me and Andy Cagle, he was talking about his Dane. He's like, well, that's what the vet told me, was use Purina 1. I said, I'm telling you, the next grade above is Pro Plan. That's what you should feed. He said, well, I got a Dane. And I had 5 at one time. I know what I'm talking about when it comes to Danes and dog food. The Great Danes' bellies are the most sensitive. Those dogs' bellies are about as sensitive as ours.
Aw. My belly's not sensitive.
And let me tell you, if your dog's going to eat 5 pounds of food in the morning and he's going to poop 5 pounds in the afternoon, you want to give him the Snicker bar. You don't want 5 pounds of gush.
Yeah, but what's going to help with stinky farts? Because Buttercup has stinky farts. I mean,
when my dog farts,
cheap food is not helping. Oh, Roy causes. Oh boy, ugh.
I have heard
I will not feed my dogs Old Roy. No.
I've heard that's like bottom
unless you just
of the barrel.
The way I look at it is if you'll spend $1 to feed yourself at McDonald's, then why would you not buy a food that's going to cost you $1 a day to feed your dog? Do you not love your dog?
No.
I have to give my dog Gas X. But it's the dog form of Gas X.
I was to say, please tell me that's for the
yeah, it's the dog. It's the dog Gas X.
This dog's chewing up this purple pill or blue pill, and it's all chalky on its tongue.
I'm sitting there thinking Stephanie's eating with that Gas X and going, this stuff doesn't work. I can still smell his farts.
That's right. Good Lord.
She has stinky whoo.
My dog, when she farts, now y'all know I love my dog more than I do my kids. I got more pictures of my dog than kids. My dog farts.
Your dogs are prettier than your kids.
I know. My dog's farts smell like burnt tire.
What the hey?
I'm telling you, man. And everybody,
tire.
Yeah, and everybody knows because people will go, your dog just farted. And I'll go, how do you know? And they'll go, it smells just like you said, just like burnt tires.
Why don't you switch over to Pro Plan?
No, because you said to.
Oh, yeah. I just try to give you advice.
I know.
Buttercup
advice doesn't mean I have to take it.
You don't. It's just like somebody yelling at me, telling me, you need to do this now. And I'm like, I will post it on Facebook when I want to. No, you need to do it now. It's my Facebook. I'll post if I want to. That's just low grade, dude.
I have always just fed all of my dogs that.
Yeah, it's not bad, but that's good for an outside dog.
Well, I mean, my baby's an inside dog.
Step it up. Step it up. Step it up.
Step it up.
Step it up to Purina 1 or at least Pro Plan.
I thought he said step it up. I'm like, why should I give my dog Gas X?
And now if you go to PetSmart, you can actually read on the sale little tag on the shelf that'll tell you what you're paying per ounce. So everybody gets so confused when they go, ooh, this bag. If you're not reading, some of these bags are holding 31 pounds, some are holding 27 pounds. So you're sitting here going, ooh, this is a $3 cheaper. It's also 5 pounds less. So what you got to do is go look in the small left-hand corner of their smaller numbers, and it'll tell you if it's 6.7 an ounce or 7.1 an ounce or 9.8 an ounce. At least you know what you're paying, 7.1 cents an ounce.
Well, what about the wet food?
Wet?
That's called putting water on it, Stephanie.
No. The
wet food.
Yeah, it's the pedigree that's in the packets that you
That's
have
that's always more expensive.
Well, yeah, I know, but
Because
that's a
it's
treat
wet.
for the girls. So we get that as a treat for them. But and what's the
Where's
difference
the question?
with them? I mean, how is that different? What is a good variety or
The only problem about
we
feeding
get pedigree.
the only problem about you feeding them like that is the day you decide to stop feeding them that, they're never going to want to go back to dry food again.
Well, we always mix it up
My
with
dog's
their dry
broke
food.
a couple of her teeth because she's always chewing on the crate and stuff like that whenever I have to crate her.
Yeah.
And she's done that over years. Like she's tried to chew through chain link fences to get to people.
She's tried
sometimes.
to chew through your door and your
she's tried to
wall
chew
right
through
there.
my door. So I now, because she's older, I now water down the food a little bit to make it a little softer for her.
Well, this we take it and we take one of the packets and we mix it with the dry food in each one of their bowls, and they go to town.
Of course,
on
they're gonna like it. It's just wet. It's moist. It's
Yeah.
like raw meat to them.
Well, but
Raw meat.
All she could say, yeah.
So,
The sun's coming up through a hole.
What I'm asking is the pedigree wet food bad?
I don't
'Cause
know that
the-
it's bad. I'm just trying to tell you, out of all the foods that we've ever used, the one that was always recommended by everybody was the Pro Plan. Because the Danes always had more sensitive stomachs. So what would happen is PetSmart, UPS, anytime bags of food would get ripped, if we get stuck on another pallet, they'd tape it up because they can't sell it. So then, because it was through the rescue, they were being donated to the rescue. So we would have a 14-foot box truck show up, the Tommy lift, drop all these pallets of food. Then we would separate them and take all the Pro Plan, put it on one pallet, all the pedigree, put on one pallet, all the different other brands. And then what we would do was just have to decide by the most sensitive stomachs would get this one, the bigger dogs would get this one, the more of a yard dog, like the Georgia Black Dog, which is a Labrador mixed with something. Those were
Heinz
just
57.
those were just yard dogs,
God,
so their
dogs.
stomachs could handle anything. So, that's how we had to separate. I just learned, I used to joke and say I had a degree in poopology because like all the purebred dogs that were always kept in the one certain areas of the kennels, all on concrete, and every afternoon you got to go up there and shovel crap and hose everything off. So, of course, nasty and runny, and snicker baby roofs, a whole lot easier to get rid of. So there's your poop analogies for the day.
So,
what else you got?
Well, there's a guy named Alan Tobin. Okay, he posted. It's a public safety notice. Restricted or listed breeds of dogs. This is what he posted, and I'll send the picture to our Facebook page. It says, as a dog owner, I am absolutely delighted that the signs I've asked for with pictures showing the dangerous breeds of dogs have been erected over the past week. It still amazes me that some people think these dogs are ideal family pets. Oh my God.
Well, what are you seeing? Because you know what?
Well,
the listeners can't see what you're seeing, so please paint a picture.
All right, well,
Mr. Overdramatic.
Stop. I'm not overdramatic.
Listen to your little feelings getting all twisted and
because you know how I feel about dogs.
Handle the truth.
You know what? I like animals more than I do people.
They like you too more than people.
Okay. Number 1, Pit Bull Terrier. Number 2, Bull Mastiff, which there's not a lot of Bull Mastiffs in this part of the country because they just can't deal with the heat.
I just had Travis say, I always knew you were a sheet master.
Shit.
Because I had a sheet degree.
All right. Then the Staffordshire, which is another Bull Terrier.
It's another pit bull. Yeah.
Okay. Families, German Shepherds are listed.
Yes.
Yep.
Japanese Akitas.
Yep.
Yes.
Which you don't really see a lot of.
Akita used to be the top 5 used to be Pit, German Shepherd, Rottweiler, Doberman, and Akita.
Yeah.
Used to be. I don't know what it is anymore. Because they change it each year.
Yeah. All right. Then they've got the Rhodesian Ridgeback, which
and a lot of people don't realize is if your dog's on the list, because there's an insurance list.
Oh yeah.
If your dog's on the list and your insurance company can do one of two things. If you've not disclosed that you have one or more of these said dogs, if your dog was to attack somebody, the insurance company can totally throw you out there in the dust because they'll say you lied to us and never told us you had this dog.
Right.
But B, they can also have you sign a waiver stating that, hey, we still take care of all your homeowners except for anything that happens with this dog.
Yep.
All right, so the last 4 are Doberman Pinscher, which you don't see a lot of Dobies no more.
If you think it goes back into a fad in the 70s, the Dobermans were everywhere. In the 80s, the Rottweilers were everywhere. Heading up into the 90s, and then about mid-90s to now has been the Pit Bull.
Pit Bull, yeah. All right, of course, the Rottweiler's on there. English Bull Terrier, which they're adorable. And then the Japanese Tosa, Tosa, which I'm not familiar with. I've never seen it.
It kind of looks like if I'm correct, because I like to watch the dog shows, it kind of looks like a Bichon Fritz on steroids.
Yeah, Bichon Fritz on steroids. Yeah. Okay, so legal requirements to protect children and adults.
And you know what's the scariest of all the dogs that people don't pay attention to? And that is the standard poodle.
I can't stand. I've been
standard
attacked.
Poodle. People don't have a clue. The standard poodle is a hunting dog.
Yeah.
I mean, it is an aggressive hunting dog that has been made to look like a frou-frou dog. But people have really no idea that a standard poodle will tear you up, no different than a Doberman and no different than a German Shepherd. And people just see this standard poodle as it's not a big deal. It's the largest poodle on the planet.
Yeah.
And it's a hunting dog.
I love them.
Golly, people.
Awesome.
I have a scar right here on my hand.
Where?
Right here.
Where?
I would like to have a standard poodle and keep it painted with like a pink mohawk and a pink tutu, pink fingernails, and let everybody think this dog's nothing, and it just eats you up when you come in my yard.
Well, yeah, I have a.
It'd be a transgender dog.
I have a
It could
scar
pee
on
where
my
it
hand where I got bit by a Jack Russell. Where I got
they're
Jack
little,
Russell.
they're feisty little.
It's right there.
Well, there was that one time you was with Jack Russell in the hotel, and that's why he bit you.
Wow.
And then I have a scar on my leg where I was attacked by a chow.
Yeah, me and my brother used to raise chows.
Yes, I just got the Shar-Pei. Yes, and the Shar-Pei.
Oh, yes, Shar-Pei.
Shar-Peis, and and I think because there's so few amount, I mean, I'm sure there's thousands, don't get me wrong, but not that many people have a Shar-Pei. I know a guy's got 3. You were not going in his yard.
Nope.
Well, yeah,
and the chow used to be on the list too, but chow, and that was another thing. Back, it was, I think what it was we were saying it was like 70s. It was the Pinscher, and then you get into the 80s. It was the Rottweiler and the chow.
Yeah,
because I know early 90s is when the purple chows were everywhere.
That's what my aunt had, and that's what I was attacked by. And that dog was psychotic because I had been outside playing with him all
I've got the Shar-Peis were original fighting dogs.
Yeah, I was out there playing with him all day. So were chow. I was playing with him all day long. Everything was fine. Cutting up with him, playing fetch with him. As it got dark, I went to take trash and put it in the garbage.
You do realize
can.
they're colorblind, right?
But there was a light out there. But anyways,
woman, think about what you're already painting a bad image. Dogs are colorblind. Why do you think when I jokingly tell everybody, if you're coming to my house, wear all black because all you look like is a shadow to my dog.
Yeah, well, Chow Bear attacked me.
So when the sun starts going down, you're really just going to be a dark object moving.
Yeah, and he got me. He got me good. But I came out I came out the back door in.
I bet you did.
The backyard where I'd been all day long.
So
it shouldn't have mattered that because I came out of the house.
The first time I'd ever jumped at Bella one time being funny, I was drunk. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. My cousin Selena drove me home and I jump and my floodlight was shining on the left side of the car. So Selena gets out of the left side of the car. I get out of the right side of the car. So I'm standing in the shadow area. I got on a black hoodie, got on my black hat, and I jump at Bella. And about that time, she decided to try to come through that fence. Let me answer this phone call real quick. Everybody keep going.
All right, we're going to keep going. I had chows. I had, it's really hot though in Georgia in the in the summers, and it's rough on the dogs. We always ended up shaving them, and they don't like that.
Well, they look like a big teddy bear.
Yeah, people thought Kai, Kai, he was a black chow with purple tongue, and they always thought he was like a bear. But I brush that dog twice a day.
Good Lord.
Yeah, I had to brush him twice a day. Whenever he went outside, you didn't want him laying in the dirt because he'd always find some dirt, to lay down because it was cool.
Yeah.
And he got mean. Good goobly goo. He got mean.
Well, the best dog I ever had, it was a mutt. It was a chow.
Phone.
Just for fun radio.
How you doing? Can you free Suge Knight, please? Thank you very much.
Alrighty then. But it was
It's not up to us.
It's not up to us, but I agree. Free Suge Knight.
it was a Chow German Shepherd Rottweiler mix, and it looked like the dog from Man's Best Friend, and his name was Maximilian, and
that's my son's name.
I can't stand a friggin' Lassie dog. God, you were bringing up collies.
Collies are mean as hell.
I
They're
can't
mean as
stand
hell.
a damn
You know,
collie.
they don't attack you like they nip. If you're doing something they don't like, they'll just
they let you
snap
believe
at you.
they let you believe they're friendly,
No.
and then you get too close and it's on.
Yeah,
what about
no.
the Shelties?
No, I hate them things too. They're mean
And the
as hell.
min pin, holy cow!
Freaking
Min
mean
pins
as
are
hell.
oh god.
I've always had
The worst bite I ever had was from a min pin, and then friggin' chihuahuas. Oh god.
The Jack Russell. I mean,
Can't
because he bit down on my hand, and I'm raising the dang dog up like this, hollering for my daughter to come help me.
Yeah.
And she had her headphones on, so she had no idea what was going on. And then by the time I got the dog off of me and I went running in, and she's like, then there was blood everywhere. And she's,
cool.
Mama, what's wrong? What's wrong? I said, call your daddy. I just got bit by the dog.
My brother used to have, I would say.
So we got somebody saying dogs are not colorblind. Call 6. Hey, you see that phone number? You call and tell me that they're not colorblind, because every person I've dealt with through years of doing the rescue, dealing with the Humane Society, and they all have the same story. So please, if you know so much, call in.
Yeah,
call in
678-760.
Yeah, it's so funny. Why this
556.
This look at this. This dude's over here typing all this stuff up, but yet you're hiding behind your keyboard. Come on, dude.
I love Australian Shepherds, Jacob.
I'm trying to picture. Hey,
Australian sheepdog.
So
they don't have tails.
So get this, my friend. Here we go. Ding ding.
Just for fun.
Free Suge Knight.
Oh my God, it's him.
Gee, thanks.
Oh my God. Okay, so
look at this. Dogs live fine on people's scraps. Dog food is a scam.
Oh no, they
because
don't.
Dog food is a scam. Listen to oh my God, he sure is mouthing behind there, typing all that stuff. That's funny.
Scrap dog or scrap people food is the worst thing that you can give your dog. It can cause them to have cancer. And if you don't believe me, I can get you in contact with a vet.
Get a vet on the phone right now.
To school.
I'm just trying to figure out half of what's being typed.
And I also have a dog. Actually, it was my in-laws' dog that they had to have put to sleep because he had cancer from
what a goober. I said, you're hiding behind a keyboard. He goes, no, I'm typing in public. I'm not hiding.
Gee, we can't see your picture.
There's one in every crowd.
Yeah, you should play that song.
But the funny thing is you've now just made yourself part of the show where we're just laughing at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just laughing at you.
And turkey can kill a dog, by the way.
I argue about the fact everybody keeps talking about chocolate's so bad for dogs, dude.
Shoot, I love it when Buttercup gets into the chocolate because
I've always heard that, and I'm thinking, you know what? I've never seen my dog die, and let me tell you, my dog jumped into the Snickers dozen of times.
I will show you a picture I took this weekend
all.
that my daughter made Reese's peanut butter cupcakes. When we went there after Mother's Day, after church, her dogs, a German Shepherd and a little miniature Dachshund, had gotten into all of the cupcakes. They literally ripped open every package of Reese's cup. It was hilarious.
How about this? So I had this one Dane. It was the first one I ever got. And he was just a junkyard dog. Like literally when I called, I had just moved back into my house where I'd been renting it out. And I said, man, I got to have a dog. Too much construction equipment inside that fence. Got to have a dog. So I find this dog. And I go down to meet the girl. She's saying, I'm so glad that you're coming to get him because nobody would adopt him. You know, he tries to kill every dog he's around. He's aggressive. He needs to be the only dog. And literally, I was supposed to put him down a week ago because he tried to bite somebody. I said, no, that's all the qualifications I want. So I took this dog home. This dog did not like taking baths. He never wanted to come in the house. Where I'm leading with this is he was such a junkyard dog that one time the trailer door was open where we were loading bikes to go to bike week, and he took off with my .3 STP brake fluid. Now, here's this brake fluid that will strip paint off a car. and he drank it. Like he chewed on it, was eating the cap, eating the bottle. This dog would eat a broke Budweiser bottle. I've seen him pick up a bottle and just start chewing on it and just eat. And I'm like, how the hell are you still alive? Like the shards of glass alone should kill this dumb dog. This dog was just so junkyard that it was just pathetic.
Yeah, whatchamacallit, ethyl glycol, radiator fluid. Apparently it has a sweet taste to them, and it'll kill them bigger than hell. But they say that a junkyard dog going around all the old cars, if there's any leaking antifreeze, that they will they'll suck on it. So what are you trying to do? Find out who this guy is?
We don't know anything about dogs. Okay. So I bet you feed your dog grapes.
Oh no. He's a wussy. He's not calling in. And the phone number's right there.
And it's funny. It's funny that we're probably all old enough to be his parent.
Oh, well, listen here. You might be old enough.
Hey, you're older than me.
Yeah, but trust me, you were rode hard and never put up.
Here's the thing. You guys care about it. What's this guy's name? Abraham. I don't care because
regardless,
if he called in and joined the conversation, that's cool.
He could tell his point of view.
Yeah, he could tell his point of view. If you're just going to type stuff out.
Well, if you're just going to be an a-hole over there where everybody else is watching just because you just want to be that guy, then that just makes you that guy.
Yeah,
so it's okay.
Yeah,
hey, you enjoy yourself in your beanbag and your Cheetos.
$10.
Yeah, and you know that hamburger that you're eating that's blocking your
Okay then.
Yeah, man. Thanks for that great information.
Woo, you attacked him with that one.
I'm so glad. Man, if you wouldn't have said that, we would have been stumped.
Yeah, we got him on that one.
Y'all didn't let me finish.
Trust me, you tried and it was taking forever.
It says, I'm 7, I'll be 8 on May 10th. Here's the
good for
here's the funny thing.
Well, we know
you type pretty crappy for a 7-year-old.
Yeah, but he's just
my daughter can type better than you.
He's just trying to stir stuff. And you know what? We've allowed it for 5 minutes and let him.
There's your 5 minutes.
And we've let him be part of the show. And now he's okay.
You've won a K-Cup coffee maker.
That's right.
And as I was saying, that hamburger that you're eating and that's blocking your arteries, imagine what it's doing to the dog when you give him your leftovers. Think about it.
Okay, I'm not sure how that applies.
Because it does. You know,
hamburgers don't block your freaking arteries.
Grease? Yes, they do. All
I eat hamburgers
greasy
every day. Look at me. God knows I'm sexy.
When's the last time you had your heart checked?
Oh. Well, I know this girl broke my heart.
Do you know if you have any blockages?
Hey, he had that thing put in check the other night when that girl walked away from him laughing.
Oh, when he got rejected up there at ABS?
No, that didn't hurt my feelings when they wouldn't take my blood. But the night before.
I love that. If you're eating healthy, your dog will eat healthy, dummy.
Okay. And that's not how you spell dummy. So
dummy.
Yeah, you would think a 7-year-old would know how to use spell check.
Oh, come on, don't even give this idiot any more time.
But it's fun. You know me.
Hold on. I got to play this for you.
Okay. You had,
and you know what?
Holiday insulting.
Anyways, I got to go pee, man. I've drank way too much this morning.
Oh my God.
And I only play a dummy on the radio show. You really are a dummy.
Yeah, but you've only played one in real life for 20-something years.
You know what? There's a
Hey, I'm 41. Get it right.
Millions.
So the last 20 years you've been a dummy.
Absolutely.
No, the first 20 years I've been a dummy.
The last 20 years you've been married to Travis. You've been a dummy.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, my God. The fact that we just had, would somebody give me a chalkboard? We got to teach her how to count.
I don't have my helmet on and I can't bang my head, so shut up.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Man, you know what scares me is
all this scares me. Thank God I actually have a meeting with some intelligent people at 11:30.
Wow.
Anyways.
All right.
Redneck Stephanie actually
we got to go to break.
She just said, I just play a dummy on the radio.
Yep.
Yes, I did hear that she said that.
And you didn't just jump in with both feet.
No, I figure,
because he knows it's true.
I figure it spoke for itself.
I'm dying. On
the fact that she said it was crazy. All right, we got to go to commercial. We'll be right back.
I just pooped out a lung.
I just played one on the radio.
Hey, you know, like the doctor commercials? I have a point.
the stuff we talk about.
Those that know me know it's true.
Was there a shooting in Phoenix? Was there a shooting in Phoenix last night?
Phoenix.
I'm looking at somebody just sent me a thing and said, yeah, somebody said you're not covering. There we go. Police, man, 62 fatally shot in South Phoenix.
So look, just because I feel like I gotta tell you this for probably the 5th time. When you turn the heat off, push and hold the button until it turns off.
It did turn off.
It stopped making sound, but it's still turned on because all you're doing is changing the temperature. You push the button and hold it until it turns off. She's like, it does turn off. Well, because you made it say 65 degrees to 70 degrees. That's all you did. You turned the thermostat up. It did turn off.
My mom's got a video that
I'm sure she does.
She's gonna try to send it to me, but she may have to send it to you. It's when me and Granny was making biscuits, and my granny told me, I
can't help it. Me and my granny was making biscuits.
Hey,
well, my granny told me. My granny.
Oh, is this the first or the second time you milked the cat? Hold on, listen. Axl Rose with AC/DC the first time. What's live? Y'all are watching Axl Rose with his first performance with AC/DC.
It's too high pitched.
I wish it had been a better song.
Yeah, that too.
And he's got a broke leg, which sucks because he's not able to get up and dance around.
Yeah.
He should have a motorized wheelchair driving around. You know what I'm saying? That way he's just shooting around. Look at all the phones video, and that's crazy.
I know. You used to go to concerts and see
Cigarette lighters,
and now you see phones being held
Isn't that
up.
just funny?
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
You're never going to watch the whole video on your phone. Look at that video tape.
Yeah.
Look at that video.
Look. We're watching ourselves on video and listen and watch what's going to happen when it doesn't echo.
Look at that video.
It's freezing because it's echoing. It's a mirror effect. We're watching ourselves on video and listen and watch what's going to happen when it doesn't echo. Echo, 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 echo. No, it's freezing because it's echoing. It's a mirror effect. We're watching ourselves on video and listen and watch what's going to happen when it doesn't echo.
Oh my God.
Echo, 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 echo. No, it's freezing because it's echoing. It's a mirror effect. We're watching ourselves on video and listen and watch what's going to happen when it doesn't echo.
Oh my God.
Echo, 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 echo. No, watch. It's freezing because it's echoing. It's a mirror effect. We're watching ourselves on video and listen and watch what's going to happen when it doesn't echo.
Oh my God.
Echo, 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 echo. Because what you got to realize is it's so it plays. 30 seconds later, it repeats from video back in our mics, but it's also recording it again. 30 seconds later, it plays the double echo but it records it again, which now means it plays again. It's the third echo, then does it again. So watch.
It's really good because it's echo. It's a mirror effect. We're watching a video and listen and watch what's going to happen when it has an echo.
Oh my God.
Echo.
Because what you got to realize is it's so it plays 30 seconds later, it repeats from video back in our mics, but it's also recording it again. 30 seconds later, it plays the double echo, but it records it again, which now, so isn't it neat that you just heard me say that? And there it goes. But that's part of the mirror effect. A lot, it's funny. I mean, it's just like taking a mirror in the bathroom and like opening the medicine cabinet and looking in it and reflection. Okay, anyways. You heard me the first time. Squirrel.
Frog digging acoustic treatment, where to start kind of guy.
A rascal. Oh, Axl Rose. I thought those were called
and we're back, and who knows right now?
chairs. Sorry, I was answering Jacob. He was talking about.
I got somebody texting saying, "Hey, quit talking about me and my bean bag and Cheetos eating."
Are you naked?
Huh?
If you're naked in a beanbag with some baby oil, it's almost impossible to get out of that chair.
Is that
you
like
do
a,
realize that's like kind of a disgusting image that you just painted, sir.
Well, no, that's in your mind.
In everybody's mind, dude.
You know, in my mind, it's Saturday. Saturday!
Ugh.
So what do you guys do? You guys are up to something.
What
aren't
is
you,
wrong
this
with
weekend?
you?
This weekend, aren't you guys up to something?
Friday. I'm going to a meeting. Okay.
Going
so
to a
the
meeting.
season's finale
Dun, dun, dun.
of Vampire Diaries will be, I'm assuming, shown on a big screen projector.
Maybe.
On the square of Covington.
Maybe.
The Mystic Grill and the tourism company. I forget what
tourism.
I forget what the tourism company is for Covington. I will know more. But they're doing the season's finale. There's going to be a ton of people there.
Boatload of people.
Oh, you
so
said
we're going down to work.
Boatload.
DJ it. Or make some cakes. Stephanie.
No,
okay, so
Stephanie's so stupid. In the middle of the text message, I said, "Hey, we're going to be working down there. The CW channel's going to be there. It's the last episode of the season for CW." And she says, "Well, what are we doing down there?" I went, "Baking cakes." I'm a DJ, Stephanie. What else would I be doing down there?
I told you I'm going to be Damon's personal bodyguard.
Mm-hmm.
Stephanie, you've lost your mind.
I'm gonna.
Who said I ever had it?
Yeah, well, you know.
I'm gonna vomit.
So yeah, we're gonna be down there
vomit?
this Saturday. Excuse me, this Friday
you
night.
being a bodyguard.
Friday the 13th. Everybody that wants to be part of it, come on down. At least come hang out with us.
Dun, dun, dun. Captain Chaos might make a appearance.
She has lost her mind.
Wow.
Or no.
Can't be Captain Chaos. There's already
Captain
a Captain
Nacho Cheese.
Yeah, nacho cheese. Captain Nacho
Oh,
Cheese.
nacho cheese. Nacho.
Might make an
Cousin to El
appearance.
Nino.
Man, freaking that movie is. I love that movie. El Nacho Libre.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I love.
I've never
that
seen it.
It is
Oh my
horrible.
God, it's
Stephanie,
so funny.
Stephanie, this is the dude that tries to watch adult cartoons. I'm telling you. El Nacho Libre is horrible. It makes Wayne's
never
World.
seen it.
Wayne's World should win like an Academy Award.
I can't believe El Nacho Libre
It's
is like
horrible.
It's
Is
like
it-
a classic.
A classic.
I heard
what?
they're coming out with an El Nacho Libre 2.
Oh,
Or
that,
Dos.
it's horrible,
Dos?
dude. That movie is
That
horrible.
movie is.
Is it like
great.
Austin Powers?
It's 10 times
better.
worse than Austin
Better.
Powers. I
'Cause I
love Austin
hated
Powers.
Austin
Well,
Powers.
then you will hate El Nacho Libre or whatever the hell it's called. It is
The
horrible.
last one got weird. The
Which one?
Austin Powers got weird.
Gold member?
Oh, he's eating the skin.
Yeah, but that's still better than El Nacho Libre. whatever.
No.
I'm telling you, the School of Rock looks like it should win an Academy Award.
School of Rock is good.
It was,
I
but
like
El
it.
Nacho Libre is luck.
I think El Nacho Libre. Is
I would
probably
rather
some
watch
of
two goats on National Geographic.
his-
And what it goes doing.
Anything's better than El Nacho Libre.
What's up? Hey,
That
check
movie
this out.
was horrible,
Have you ever
man.
seen that movie where?
Corin said, "Hands above the table, Scotty. Hands above the table."
El Nacho Libre. Ugh.
Hey, what's that movie with Jack Black where he's the guy's brother and he's trying to get into some college? You know which one I'm talking about? Oh, that is so freaking
I
funny.
do not recall.
Jack Black's funny, man.
He is.
That movie
Yeah,
he
he
played, was it Gulliver? Was it
Yeah,
Oliver?
Gulliver's Travel.
Yeah. I didn't like that one.
Yeah, but that wasn't bad. But he was trying to take, man, you know, at the time, he had to take the iron while the iron was hot. You know,
Yeah.
he was making money and, you know, because he was an enemy of the state. He's been in a bunch of movies, but he's always been a secondary actor.
He was he was perfect for the part in Enemy of the State.
Yeah. School of Rock, he was perfect for that, too.
Absolutely.
And then he played a serious role in, what was that, The Holiday?
Did he really?
I don't know.
Oh, I've never seen
Must have
it.
been a good movie.
wasn't-
I'm just saying.
It had
None of
Jude
us
Law.
knew what it was.
We don't watch good movies.
It had Jude Law in it, and
I've never
Kate
seen him do a series role.
and Gwen.
Just Stephanie.
Yeah.
You're-
Okay, we're done.
I see
We're done.
smoke coming out of your headphones now. Just
Before you get hurt.
Quit trying to think.
Hey,
it doesn't
My
suit you.
caffeine's wearing off.
Thinking doesn't suit you very well.
Yeah, you know, it is a radio.
It does.
It's your radio character.
Yeah, I play a dummy on the radio show. The fact that she said that.
Welcome to W. I'm lying.
I'm really not dumb. I just play that on.
Is my hair blonde? No, it's not.
I don't know. I know nothing about whether anything matches drapes or whatever. I don't know.
Hey, that's hitting below the belt there.
Honey, your belt's right about Marilyn's eyes.
We don't know if the carpet meets the linoleum. Hey, my tits
You know,
are
they
down
say
here.
as you get older, your belt gets higher.
That
Right now, my grandma's about that old. Oh my God. Is that the shirt you were wearing when you said the dude kept staring at your boobs? It's a Maryland shirt. She's missing an eye. Do you not believe he was just not staring at the Maryland shirt?
Well, when I wore my
Well.
Just for Fun radio shirt,
She said, well.
and they came out to replace everything, he was still staring there.
Well, cowboy.
Did you have a name tag on?
She had to think about it for a
She had
second.
to think about it.
Damn.
Did you even
No,
own a
I
name
mean-
tag? I mean, duh.
What am I supposed
Stephanie
to?
had to think about that one.
I'm starting to hurt again.
Stephanie, if the dude was like checking you out, why are you not taking that as like a compliment?
Yeah.
What?
Why are you not taking it as flattering?
Because?
Huh?
Because?
I'm not sure that's
It's
the
not
appropriate
flattering.
answer.
How is it not? Nobody checks you out.
Oh my God.
Bull.
I can tell you 2 places did you get checked out at.
The border?
Walmart and Kroger.
Yeah, the border.
Oh, whatever.
And that's in aisle 13. They check you out.
No, that's self checkout. Thank you.
At the border. Jeez. They
That's
check her out.
self.
They check her out at the border.
Honey, hey,
What?
We love
the
you.
only time that I realized that you ever did was some self checkout was right there in that mirror when the bathroom door was closed. You was
Oh.
checking yourself out.
I'm gonna vomit.
No.
Is that a new zit?
Oh my
You're
God.
disgusting. You're
Oh.
evil.
Somebody will have to go to video to see that because I am not going to explain what I just did.
Hey, if a clown farts, is it funny?
No, nothing
know.
a clown does is funny.
Doesn't
Clowns
smell
are
funny.
evil.
How about this? I made
They're
this
evil,
analogy
evil.
the other day.
I had to get us off topic then.
Thank you for that, by the way.
Yeah.
So if a tree falls in the woods,
Yes.
does it make any sound?
Yes.
Yes.
Because you're not there to hear it, right?
Doesn't matter. Still makes sense.
So it still makes sound.
Yes.
Okay, so if a dumbass is still running their mouth and you're no longer there listening, does it matter?
Nope.
Because you're not listening.
You're
Is there an idiot?
good.
You are an idiot.
So that was what, that was that analogy I threw out the other day.
Yeah. Oh man, our spokesperson for our little project. I won't go any further. Oh, she's just. She is beautiful.
I love how you say you're gonna try to talk about something, but you're like, well, we can.
No, I'm being all elusive and
Yes.
secretive for our listeners
Okay.
because we have a big project coming out this year, and it's so exciting. I'm
But
gonna
get to your point.
I have a video or a conference call with her after the show.
So what
today.
about her? You started to say
she's
something.
a model, and she'll be our spokesperson for our little project.
Okay.
Mhm.
And our little project, it's a whole new venture. And I can tell you that the name of the new venture is.
You can't tell the name.
Not of the product. I was going to say of the distribution company.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just for fun libations. Okay, I won't say anymore. Oh, but it's so much fun. It is. I'm having a blast with this.
I've had fun with every one of them I've ever touched. You can't even say nothing.
No, because she probably beat me up.
I invented this name. Mike said something, and I said we should call it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I'm not saying it.
Now, but what I'm saying is since I named it that, that's why I just implied I had fun with every one of them I ever touched. Everybody's gonna be trying to figure out what we're talking about now.
And there's we're gonna have this is gonna be so.
So I have to keep reminding Mike all the stuff he keeps writing down belongs to me.
No, it doesn't.
Like he's making a coffee book table,
book
or whatever.
I'm making a coffee book
table. And it's involving everything that comes out of my mouth.
No, it doesn't.
Well, not just your mouth.
And then he doesn't want to pay. Then he doesn't want to pay me.
Listen to him.
Because I'm the one that said, spit it out, it doesn't belong to you. And he said, I've never heard that before. I'm writing it down.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them in there.
There's probably 14 million things written down, and 3 of them are yours.
Nuh-uh.
I'm on my third book. I'm on my third book right now.
I got a whole book
almost
full.
done. This one's
Remember, you only play an idiot on a radio show.
Exactly.
The rest of the time, you're playing an idiot in real life.
She's in character.
I love the way she says that. I only play an idiot on the show.
She's in character.
Well, what?
And when we go to public.
So when you play an idiot all the other times, what are you on?
I'll have you know that I've met. I'll have you know I've met a couple of people out in the public, and when I'm stood there talking to them,
and they told you to turn around and put your hands behind your back.
No, they say, "Oh, you're really not that dumb." I said, "Nope, it's all an act."
It's all an act.
Well, you know what I say.
Somewhat, anyways.
If you're the smartest person in your group,
I am.
You need to find a different group. Wow, that was crazy talk. So you have a meeting today. Do you have to leave, or is phone call thing?
Excuse me?
You have a meeting today, correct?
Yeah, at the Mystic Grill.
Now, is that you're
going?
The
Mystic Grill.
So you're basically what you're saying is I got to leave the studio.
Or you got to go with me.
No, I'm not going to go with you.
And I'm riding on the bike. Means you're riding biatch.
Oh, now you're.
No, actually, I'm going in the van.
Dang it!
I got to pick up stuff.
Oh.
Some people have donated some camping stuff for the other people that needed the camping stuff.
Yay!
Oh, Travis found a 10x10 pop-up.
Ooh, really? Show off
in Tennessee for $46.
That would be
a pop-up canopy.
Where did he find it?
Tennessee.
Did you say down in Tennessee?
I was fixing to.
No, you didn't fixing to. You just said down in Tennessee, Stephanie.
Ouch! You know that
there was no fisting to. Fisting to? No, you said it. You said Travis found a pop-up tent down in Tennessee.
Now let me ask you a question.
Are we in New York? I mean, how do you get down in Tennessee?
I have a question.
Because everything goes down in Tennessee.
Oh my God. How about this? There was a guy yesterday on a big radio show. I was listening to random radio. That's what we should just call it, is random
radio.
And the guy was talking a story about Mother's Day. And it's like, yeah, up next, we're going to talk about this story about this woman that was sitting at home alone, having a very bad Mother's Day, until this gentleman showed up in a bike and took her out for a great date. And I'm going, in a bike.
Man.
You can tell the dude saying this knows nothing about motorcycles. In a bike.
Yeah.
In a Corvette. Or in a Winnebago.
Or in jail.
Or in a 72 piece of crap Nova.
Whoop, whoop.
But never own.
Okay, I got a question.
Yes.
Stephanie.
Stephanie.
Redneck Steph.
Red on the knuckle of Stephanie.
All right, so the sun comes out of a hole.
Mm-hmm.
Does it go
so bad?
Does it go back into a hole? Is it a
Have you ever seen her
hole?
try to tie shoes? You know, the bunny comes out of the hole, runs around the tree, goes back in the hole. That's why she wears Velcro shoes.
I don't wear Velcro shoes. My shoes are double knotted. Oh, jeez.
Do you know what that means? You never untie them, do you?
Nope. I just slide them on.
Girl can't even tie her own shoes.
Travis, fell out of the chair.
I got some new shoelaces. Would you tie them for me?
Okay, so at least that first time. So
exactly.
got him. Got you too. That's 2 people that shot drinks out of their face.
God, that burned.
Okay, listen to me. Does it go back in the same hole?
Just the opposite side.
Or if, dang, I can't
makes the
touch that
trip.
Mike, it can't be the same hole because if it comes up here and it goes down there, it can't be the same hole.
No, it's the back side of the hole.
Look at her. Don't look at me.
Okay.
Like that.
My next comment
Wrong
is
hole. Mike just turned blood red.
Just a tip.
Mike.
What?
How can you suspect if her and her relatives believe the earth is actually flat and that the sun comes out of a hole in the ground and goes back in the hole in the ground, you know it has to be 2 different holes because there's no way that it's coming up over day and going down over day and it's the same hole.
I feel like
ask her where north is, and she just starts pointing in the air. See,
I feel like I'm in.
You point. You say, "Where's north?" She points to the sky. That's north to her.
I put these headphones on sometimes. I feel like I'm in Avatar 2.
You feel like you are an Avatar?
Yeah, I feel like I'm in I'm in an alternate universe talking a different language. Okay, my last comment.
But she only plays this on the show.
Yeah. Sure, she does.
Sure, you do.
Hey, let's go test drive some cars.
That's what they all say.
Let's go test drive some motorcycles.
Yeah,
we can go down to Tennessee in them.
That's right.
Hey,
yeah.
Here's my last comment.
And how do you test drive one?
Yeah, really. Oh my God. Okay, right here before 10 o'clock. Last thing is only 229 days till Christmas. Just thought I'd throw that out there.
So I just like that lost. What did you even attempt to just say?
I was just trying to change the subject because Christmas.
How about them trees?
Yeah, pretty much. I want a squirrel for Christmas.
Jesus Christ, you ordered some squirrels, what, 4 or 5 months?
Okay, here's the thing. You know what? You guys always talk about Amazon like jipping you and all that other stuff. You know what? When I don't get my orders, I contact Amazon and bam, within 2 days.
Where's the squirrels?
They never showed up, so I contacted Amazon. They gave me my money back.
And you didn't order any more squirrels?
Scotty, I ordered them. They never showed up. Why would I order them again?
You ordered them from a different person.
How many people you think are selling squirrels?
I'm sure it's not just
it's
one.
It's not a big market.
It's not just one redneck like that in the world either.
It's not like chinchillas.
Have you ever been to NASCAR?
Squirrels.
There is a herd of these.
Oh, God, yeah. They get there the day prior.
Herd of these.
No.
If you really wanted to stop racism, you could nuke a nuclear bomb NASCAR event.
Okay,
you would destroy like 98% of the rednecks in Georgia in one trip.
I love cars and drinking and you know.
But if you're gonna really do some damage, you need to blow up the campsite because a lot of the ones that can't afford to get in are still partying at the campsite, or they're already passed out
from last year,
or they're with their cousin.
Yeah,
in a 10 by 10 pop up.
Okay,
from down in Tennessee.
This is what I don't understand. This is what I don't understand, and I'm not trying to insult anybody.
The whole show?
What the hell? Why the hell do you guys have?
Wait. Who is you guys?
Receiver. I'm asking Steph.
Okay.
Why do you have the thing where you can listen to the conversations in the car?
Have you never watched My Favorite Martian?
What the hell? All the guy is saying in the car is speed up, slow down, turn left. I mean, damn, save your money, hook up to me, and I'll say it.
Or it's like listening to me. I gotta pee.
Why would you listen to it?
I don't know. I don't.
Oh, I thought you
hears enough voices in her own head, dude.
Exactly.
You have her. I know.
I haven't listened to one of those ever since.
I knew. I knew you were
the last time that I listened to one of those. I was listening to Dale Earnhardt Sr. at his last Atlanta.
And I decided that I loved him so much. I can't do it anymore. Three lives.
I know that.
She keeps doing this. 3 lives. Yeah. Stephanie, you're holding up 4 fingers, you idiot.
Firecracker Bob.
You're drunk.
Firecracker Bob.
Stephanie's holding up 4 fingers, yelling, 3 lives. Free Suge Knight.
Oh my God. Yeah. NASCAR confuses me.
What? Too many turns?
It's just
the road courses confuse me.
Oh my God!
You know, if they really want to make NASCAR challenging, it should be the shape of a diamond. or a triangle, even better.
Or you should have to cross the street.
Because then it'd be 3 45-degree turns. They could never handle that.
What is that? The figure 8. They need to go back to the figure 8 racing.
Because there's not enough wrecks, Mike. Did you just hear this? They are all about the crash up derby, man. Real rednecks are all about tearing stuff up, man.
Yeah, that's why we gotta go to the derby.
I love it. My head hurts.
God.
I love to go to the demolition derby. But look, check this out. Check this out. Seriously, why is there 250,000 people out there in the scorching ass sun watching these cars go round
in a circle?
I have no idea.
Why don't people just go get drunk, ride on the merry-go-round, and we take bets on who's going to fall off?
Why don't they just sit at the house in air conditioning in a recliner and
I
drink
do.
beer?
It's better to sit at home and watch it.
Oh my God. And
yeah, because you can fast forward through the commercials and you can fast forward through the laps to get to the race.
To the
wrecks.
See,
I got shit. Hold up, just 3 fingers. Yelling number 3. She holds up the shocker. Number 3.
Yeah.
Number 3.
Just a tip.
Oh my God.
Yeah. NASCAR confuses me. Maybe I should do a show on NASCAR.
No.
No, you're not the redneck.
Well, you're not gonna, Steph. Do
I
your own
can't get
show. Stephanie,
what night am I supposed to do one?
Look,
Sundays.
okay, check this out. Check this out. If I'm going to have to do your storyline for your show, I'm going to call it The World According to Mike. That's all there is to it. You can do your own show.
And what would it be called? Duh?
I don't know. Scotty, I don't know. I'm not saying
Redneck Radio.
I want to be any part of it or anything. I love her to
Jesus
death.
Christ.
I'll help her. I'll come on her show. I'll help.
It's going to be like
Whatever I
the
can do.
Antique Road Show.
But damn, she
I
needs
have
to-
this John Wayne plate, right, that my great-grandma had hanging up. And this grease and this stuff right here is from when she made bacon in 1946. You have to peel that off.
And how
you
much
peel
do you
that
think it's
bacon
worth?
grease off, and then you can read when the plate was made.
And how much
No,
do you think
I
it's
put
worth?
it
That's
in
right.
the
How much do you think it's
dishwasher.
worth?
You think I could get 4 beers from it?
No, I'm sorry. One of these sold an auction down in Tennessee
Really?
for 2 beers.
Two
2 beers.
2 ponies or 2 tall boys?
They were Pabst Blue Ribbon. I'll give you. I tell you what. I'll give you 3 Michelob 64s.
They sold.
That's like 184.
That's right. Is it gold
Dude.
label? Because I want some gold for it.
Well, no, they're not worth gold label.
Oh man,
All right, so is this plate mine?
it's yours. Let's do it.
All right, here we go.
Deal.
That
would be scary.
Ding.
That's
scary.
redneck auction. Not selling anything. You just got some freaking derelict in here.
The problem is, I'd say, Steph, what'd they say? He said $10. How the hell did you hear that? It's redneckanese. It's like Chinese, but taller people.
Steffi, listen.
But they still all look alike because they're all inbred.
Steffi, listen to me.
Look at her face.
That was wrong. Steffi.
What?
listen to me.
What?
Why don't you have your own show? Just tell me right now.
What would it just be called?
Scotty.
Tonight at 7. Waste your time with Redneck Stephanie. That's the name of the show. No, really, it's called Waste Your Time with Redneck Stephanie.
If you're not dumb enough, tune into The Sun Comes Out of a Hole tonight at 9. Now you know.
Wait,
it's got to be live.
Listen, here's the beginning of her show, right? All right, everybody, welcome to Wasting Your Time with Redneck. I can't even say that straight face.
Look, Jacob's got his own thing. Alex got his own thing. I got my own thing. DJ Smiles got
but
her own
all of
thing.
them, but yours at least is intelligent.
That is so not true. That was hateful. You're just mean to me all the freaking time.
She wretched.
Steph, I think you do a great job with your own show, and I'm sure Alex and I and DJ Smiles, not Jacob because nobody really cares about the handicap, but we would all help you to do your own show. And you know what? Scotty says it's got to be live. So
Seriously.
He just lost it. He was trying to be all serious.
And I'm supposed to tell you that Pocono Raceway is a triangle.
what? See, this is what I'm talking about. You could literally do a 2-hour show and it would be a freaking riot.
I know. I could.
What do you mean? It's got to be 2 hours. Minimum 2 hours. You got to do at least 2 hours.
Dude, 2 hours of that?
I would hurt myself.
We would get,
And I would watch it.
We would get text messages from people going, "That was 2 painful hours that I'll never get back in my life."
Yeah.
You could give her an hour.
I'm telling you right now, I think it's good.
Do you believe people would actually listen?
Yes. You know what? You would have such a following of people. Yes, you would.
Only through Walmart because they thought she was shoplifting.
Okay, well that's fine. You'd have,
But now I'm getting recognized at Kroger. So I've moved up. I've moved
From
up.
shoplifting?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean it's being redneck step?
Yes.
That's funny.
Yeah, ma'am. You
I
can't,
moved up.
ma'am,
You know, Duh was, well, Denise, she was getting recognized there for a minute.
ma'am, you can't eat that in here. That's not getting recognized. Well, I guess it is, but hey.
Why are you doing the shocker to her when you said hey?
Because that should be your logo.
That should be your logo?
Oh.
No,
Or
no.
you're drunk.
No, it would be this one. If she was going to get a logo, it'd be that one.
A big gap.
The reverse shocker.
Oh my God.
Oh my
One
God.
here and two there instead of the other.
No, you could do, this could be look, and that's the universal symbol. Everybody understands.
Yeah, but that would always. Yeah, but instead of it being up, it just have to be to the side.
Yeah.
You're
So,
drunk.
anyways,
You're
can we
drunk.
go? It's 10:09.
I'm all for it. Listeners, if you're out there, text message, Facebook. I'm gonna put a thing on Facebook right now.
Hey, phone call. Can I dial you right back? We're still live on the radio.
Yeah.
Listen.
What?
Okay, that's Donna. We just threw her live. We're still live on the radio. You want to give yourself a plug? Well, hell, I don't even know where you're working anymore.
I don't. That is disgusting.
It doesn't even matter because I'm not going to be there long anyway.
Okay.
I am moving. Did you not know I was moving away?
No, I did not know.
Where are
that.
you moving?
Yeah, I'm moving up to the North Georgia mountains.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
Man. How would have never known? Give me a few minutes. We'll be wrapping this puppy up. I'll call you.
You know they can still extradite
All right,
you
bye-bye.
down to here.
They'll still expedite you.
Extra.
All right, we got to go.
See you. Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Anything else?
No, man. Stephanie needs to do
Tune
a
in-
show.
tune
Don't play an idiot on a radio show.
Tune in tonight to Tech Talk with Alex. He's going to have the mayor from Clarkston calling in, or is he
Yep.
going to be here? In
I think he's calling in. I think
Stephanie
he's
only
calling
plays one on the radio show and one on meth.
Yeah.
I do not do meth. Thank you very much.
No meth
Wednesday
does you.
night at 7
You don't do
o'clock.
math either because you
No.
couldn't figure out how many years you and Travis have been together
Yeah.
or how many dogs you own.
But tune in tonight to Tech Talk with
She's
Alex
not
Mack.
touching that one.
And he's
Alex Mack.
Xander Mack.
Yeah, little Alex and cheese.
Little Mac, yeah. It's got its own special stuff.
And it's not Velveeta.
He's gonna have the mayor from Clarkston on, and they will be discussing
the whole vape stuff.
the
Right?
whole vape ban, and just tune in. You'll get a lot
And
of
then
information. Good
Wednesday
information.
night, you'll get absolutely no information because it's the world according to Mike. You will get what I want you to get.
Which is pretty much nothing.
Yeah. So there.
That
And
is
then-
one of them shows you walk away from going, damn, that's 2 hours of my life that I can't get back.
Yeah, even if you can say that after my show. Me and my co-host Variable Speed.
Y'all just sit and drink beer, don't lie.
Yeah, pretty much. We solve world problems. We're
I always
kinda-
tell people this show is like sitting on the front porch drinking beer with your friends, and
Right.
Mike's show actually is sitting around drinking
No,
beer with your
my
friends.
my show.
Stephanie,
Spit it
Shot
out.
me again.
My show is more like you've been sitting on the porch all night drinking.
And now
you know
it's
the-
5 in the morning.
You know
and
the sun's about to
coming
come up, and you try to say something smart, and everybody's just like, "Oh, shut up."
That's right.
That was-
And you already tried to say something smart 6 hours ago.
Right, yeah, and you're drunk, you're tired, and
That's right.
and you smell like.
So could you
beer.
shut up and hurry?
Yeah, and then Thursday night we've got a live remote from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
That's
from
right.
Puerto
We patched the
Rico.
guru in with the setup I sent home with him, and he is now running a show out of Oklahoma on Thursday nights.
Yeah, and that's 7 to 9 Eastern Standard or Eastern whatever Central Standard.
So now if we just end up with a dude in LA to play on Friday nights, then we would be playing across the United States.
we play all over the world.
I know that, but I mean,
We have
different
7
times.
billion potential listeners. Stephanie,
Ah,
you need to do your own show. I'm putting that on Facebook right now.
What is she gonna do?
It doesn't matter. She's
What?
gonna be
When is
Stephanie.
she gonna have time?
She's gonna do Stephanie.
She's
And
been
then-
doing Stephanie when Travis is.
Ooh,
Hey,
no, don't talk
this
about
from
that.
Alex,
We got to go.
the mayor of Clarkston, and Daily Caller Washington correspondent Guy Bentley.
Oh, okay,
So
very cool.
that's
Very
who
cool.
he's gonna.
Well, that's
have.
tonight at 7 p.m. Everybody make sure you tune in to Just for Fun Radio. If you are a vapor, I guess that's the only way to call it. You're not a smoker anymore. You're a vapor, right? So, I do Vicks vapor rub, and but make sure you listen in tonight at 7 to hear all this politics, all these laws, all these rules, all this stuff
Nonsense
that is going on. But if you're a vapor, it's not nonsense. If this is what you do because you're trying not to smoke anymore, then tonight's conversation is a must. You have to hear this conversation.
Sounds great.
And remember, it's also going to be recorded and on the YouTube as well.
And his co-host Danny.
So please make sure you check out tonight's show. We're out of here.
See you, bye.
I got to go pay again for the 15th time.
Wow.
All right, everybody. Noah called, said he's ready to build the boat. All I got to do is go fill up the lake. We'll see y'all later. Everybody have a great day. Bye.